Just don't say any more slurs.
We never say anything like that.
I think we covered all of them.
Except for the times that we did.
Except for all the times we've had to edit because of slapper.
Caleb, did you get your Jersey mics? We're supposed to do that.
Dude, I forgot about that.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's over. It's
Is it a special thing today?
So Jersey Mike's got bought out and slapped.
Got bought out by some like Wall Street firm.
Yeah,
so now like the price is gonna go up and the sandwiches are gonna get worse. It's just how capitalism works.
Jersey Mike's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, so Ben knows firsthand, but last night I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock, so I was up at like 5 this morning and I was on the timeline.
Hello.
Did you guys join in after? My bad. My bad.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 123.
Sure.
Is this the 1, 2, 3 episode?
1, 2, 3.
I'm Drive Through. I'm here. Cody's here. Ben's here. Slap's here. Caleb's here.
1, 2, 3. Drip or drive.
Dude, they just added a couple Jersey Mikes in Toronto, but there's nothing like near me. But I do have to go at some point.
They are good.
For the culture.
Pour out some red wine on her.
What do you get, Slap? Because I've only had Jersey Mike's.
At the super sub Mike's
I've actually never had Jersey Mike's, so tell me.
I only get it. You get it Mike's way.
I only ever get the turkey.
What is Mike's way?
Super sub?
Mike's way is just the works, including like their little oregano and like the juices, their oil vinegar they do. My secret though, I mean,
oil vinegar.
I mean, everyone has their own taste, but what I do, I always ask to go easy on the juices because they like to drown it if you don't. They drown.
I know it's great.
In oil vinegar. Oh,
I prefer
love
the drip over the drown.
And even if you ask for it light,
go easy on the juices.
Still pour like
you said it's called the
Pascal
super sub slap. What is on that?
Something like that. I don't know, like 3 different cuts of meat, mayonnaise, provolone.
Yeah, that's what I need in my life. All right, so I'm getting the super sub Mike's way easy on juice. And I'm gonna have that next week on the podcast. I promise.
That's the shrimp sandwich right there.
Can you take it easy on the juice? I don't want too much.
Ben's a hater.
Ben's a hater.
All right.
I'm gonna make a song about how much Ben calls me out on things and just play that all the time.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be the one to dip his sandwich, like just fucking drown it in the fucking sauce.
Quick bit of news because NASCAR is over, but some of the most predictable off-season announcements ever have taken place. They finally announced Ryan Preece to the 60 after however many months. I did think it was really cute, the little Brad video. I don't know if you guys saw that. Where he clipped all the times Bob asked him about it, and then Brad's like, Bob, just for you, we got an announcement. I thought it was cute. They also finally announced that Riley Herbst is going to be the third dude at 2311.
Yeah, the 35 car. That was
the 35 is crazy.
Why not like the 67 again? I like. How
well, I think they're still going to use
5, 6, 7.
I think they're still going to use the 67 as the like Truex Daytona 500 plus like whatever else Juan Pablo Kobayashi machine
for Truex at the 500.
Is that for sure what car he's racing at?
It's going to be a 2311 something or other. Yeah.
Cole Pern on the box, Truex in the car. It's going to be based.
Wait, so are we going to have 4 2311 in the race?
Yeah.
For 500? Holy shit.
Dude, they're got numbers
the
at Toyota.
They're all going to be open.
Gibbs.
Yeah, 4 cars, 0 charters.
Damn.
Actually,
none of them are making it.
Yeah, I was looking at like a Bob post, and he said that both of those announcements were strategic, Herbst and Todd Gilliland to the 34, because they could prove in the it could prove in the lawsuit how them not having charters could like directly affect. I don't know, some lawsuit related lingo though.
What's happening to McDowell?
Interesting.
McDowell's going to Aspire, that 71 car that Zane Smith was in. And
are they
Rodney
just getting rid
Childers
of 34?
No, so we thought they were going to swap and put Zane in the 34, but instead they're putting Todd in the 34, and I guess Zane's going to be in the 38. But still kind of just like a swap for McDowell.
I saw a funny tweet that was like, shout out to Todd Gilliland using lessons learned from his father to go from the 38 front row car to the 34 front row car.
That is really funny that they've now both driven the 38 and the 34 for that team. In other news, Ryan Ryan Ostranders
Trumpetist you.
tweeted out some more drone footage of Auto Club, or
Oh no.
the construction site formerly known as Auto Club Speedway.
Isn't that great?
That still makes me so
It's
sad.
it's not amazing. It's the front stretch is still there, and some of the grandstands are still there.
The warehouse being that close into turn one and like makes me kind of.
That is kind of
skeptical.
insane, but it's still according to friggin' next gen California plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where the
there's a-
track is
there's a
supposed to
video-
like turn like there and then come back around.
There's a video that they have too.
It is
And the
becoming clear
dialogue
that in
makes it
order to
not
fit the new
sound
track within the
incredible.
established boundaries, additional
left ear
existing
loves
track
this.
structures will need to
Yeah.
be reduced or removed. It appears for sure the building on the far west end of the
Yeah,
track
okay.
helipad will need to go.
Because that's where the
Also,
track's
a
gonna
large
be.
section of the suites along Pit Road east
No,
and
I thought
west
the
will need
track's gonna be like where
removed.
the
Lastly,
like
at
pit
least
road
one of the
is.
two remaining garages
Yeah,
on
pit
the
road
It's
is
not,
the
it won't
new
be it won't be
backstretch.
Yeah.
that close, will it?
I
that
Mhm.
track will
I
need to
thought
be
so.
removed
Yeah,
to
per the
fit
thing,
proposed
pit road
turn
is the
one
new
and two
backstretch.
area.
What?
And then they're gonna
Yeah.
like make the
With
turns
those
kind of like
structures
banked a
removed,
little
or in the
bit.
case of
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
Pit
be
Road
like
suite
it's gonna be.
shortened,
They said like
you can begin to
crazy
see how-
banked.
I made a live stream about this like 4 years ago.
I thought the
on
front
NR.
stretch was supposed to be the same, and it was supposed to go like maybe behind this pit building. I didn't think it would
No,
be
No,
straight
they
up
said,
on
no.
they
pit
said
road.
pit road is the backstretch.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
the
reason
pit
why
road
they
is the
left.
backstretch.
Yeah, pull up my stream.
Oh,
I did
okay,
of
so
this
they're
from,
literally
like,
gonna
way long
turn
ago.
like here.
No, the turns are basically gonna be like where they already are.
No,
I mean, they might shorten them
gonna
up a
cut
little
it.
bit.
It'll be
Well,
like
okay.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see it happening, boy.
Look how few grandstands are left.
Ah,
Yeah.
who cares? NASCAR's dead.
Yeah.
Damned.
Damn. All right.
Just
Well,
saying, why would they set up a new Southern California event if they're gonna use that?
I've probably said this on multiple podcasts.
they still haven't
They-
taken the grandstands down.
They literally should have taken that like massive chunk of money they made from selling that land and made a different auto club just somewhere where real estate is not in popular demand. Literally take auto club and move it somewhere else. Just
Boulder,
same
Colorado,
specs, same
get ready
exact
to learn Auto Club.
details.
That's what
on
they do
paper.
with football stadiums and baseball stadiums. It happens.
I don't know why you don't just take that money and be like, all right, somewhere like maybe between Vegas
Put it in the
and
desert.
LA.
Put it up in the
Yeah,
mountains.
Like between Vegas and LA, some kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but still close enough for like both markets to get to. Just
Not like
We already
anyone from
have that. It's called Iowa Speedway.
Auto Club 2.0. That how dare
What do you
you?
mean? How dare
No
you?
land speed record has ever been set at, or closed circuit track record has ever been set at Iowa Speedway. 240 something miles an hour.
Or
average. That would
hear me
never-
out. We take a nuclear bomb to Texas Motor Speedway and all the surrounding areas, and then we just build Auto Club there over
Nah.
the remains of the home.
Nah,
That's
No,
probably
they
the
don't
next
deserve
one that's going to go.
anything.
That's the next one that's going to go on real
I was gonna
estate.
say, having just recently been there, and I'm sure Slab can vouch for me because I think he was there a couple years ago. That surrounding area is kind of already like just big, like,
Encroaching.
it's
shops
like it's
and, yeah,
right in Arlington, isn't it? Because that's
it's-
that's a
No,
come up
it's-
area.
No, it's like outside of Grapevine, but Grapevine's gotten fucking huge too.
all that residential and shopping. Like
There's like a Bucky's in turn 2 now. I mean,
Yeah.
like everything has like encroached in on it.
Yeah, Texas doesn't have much more than 5 or 10 years before
And
they
it's
get
not
the
like
auto
it's
club
the-
treatment. They sell it for the land.
Yeah, and Auto Club was like a good track. Texas is like, we'll be seeing you, and we're not gonna miss you.
I did see a tweet from someone this week that said that their uncle lives in Kentucky and said that they might bulldoze Kentucky Speedway soon.
Oh, I mean,
But
when was the
that's-
last time that track was?
That's
used,
another one
right?
that's, like,
Nothing
good.
of value was lost.
But it's in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know why they would just yet.
Well, they have been using
but
it
yeah,
for
they just don't race there. It's kinda
the
sad.
car storage, like Nashville Super Speedway was used for forever.
God, that's just depressing. It's just a
Dude,
parking lot.
I don't know if we've looked at them on the
Texas
the
World
podcast.
Speedway.
I was about to say Texas World Speedway. Those pictures when the hurricane hit are some of the
Yeah, and all
crazy,
the
especially
flood cars are just all over it.
yeah, like having been there too, like just to appreciate the sheer size of just how many cars were in that infield. Like imagine Michigan today and it's just cars everywhere.
Can I out myself real quick?
Oops, all junkyard.
That's how I first heard about Texas World Speedway. Was when they were like, here's this track where all these Hurricane Harvey cars got put, and I was like, Texas World? What the hell is that?
The first time I ever heard of Texas World was, oh my god, dude.
Look at how many cars.
Look how huge that crowd is. Holy hell.
What NASCAR
Look how
wishes.
packed it is. Yeah.
Dude. Just tons of cars.
That track
And they
is
had to
really
move
fun
all
to
those
race in
out. If
NR.
you go on Google Maps now too, like it's all residential now. So they had to move all those cars somewhere else. It's like, where the fuck do you move those to?
We have
Oh,
a
it's
great NR
stupid
scratch.
Reddit image viewer.
Remember our NR silly session here like 6-7 years ago?
Dude,
Just-
I was about to
That's
say
where we
that's how
first started riding walls.
Yeah, that's how I heard about this track. Was there's Texas World 2013 where somebody like reskinned old Texas World
Oh,
like
that's
Sprint
cute.
Cup logos and everything. And yeah,
you
that
didn't
thing
hear
was a
about it through
banger.
our silly session? How dare you?
Hey, Dad,
Yeah,
I sent you a DM on Discord with a very relevant
Uh-oh.
picture.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a dick pic.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Oh,
and
it's
I was
not. It's
very-
just a
getting very
fucking
concerned.
slap in the tent.
I called it. It's all dead.
Booming real estate.
Booming real estate market.
Shout out to the fingerless gloves.
Like,
Nothing
trip
good's
hours
ever
virtual.
happened when wearing fingerless gloves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. NASCAR season's over. We talked about it last week. Time for the Drippies. I'm playing the song because it's the most wonderful time of the year.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
We should
You
have
know
had a
what
special
time it is.
Drippies edition of the song.
Drown. Drip or drown.
Caleb, what the hell are
Drip or
these?
drown. Drip or drown. Drip or drown.
I'm
Caleb, what are these?
week 28 or whatever in a row of requesting.
I
the
was
full version of
delivering
that.
on my promise.
Of what?
Of being stupid on camera.
Hold on, I can give you another one.
Am I supposed to pull up these images? What are these?
No,
No.
these are just for you.
Oh my god.
Who are
Here,
these
here,
people?
I got another one for you.
These are dick pics.
Oh, it's just people named Dick. Oh,
These are
okay,
all
because
people named
they said that. Oh, okay. Shout out to Dick Pole.
Dick Pole, a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox.
Who are the other guys?
Dick Cheney.
Dick Van Dyke, and Andy Dick.
Shout out
Alright.
to you not sending Dick Trickle.
Yeah,
Yeah, missed
that
that
was the
opportunity.
obvious one.
The most
Yeah,
obvious
I don't think they.
Dick.
I was gonna make a joke. Never mind.
I've had to change the entire format of this because I've been usurped.
It's like NASCAR
Uh,
every season.
It's true. I've got 49 cars. Most of them were submitted as good cars, but some of them were submitted as bad cars. And we have to collectively decide as a group into the classic categories of drip, drown, nut, die, or who cares? And then we have to pick out the best of the nut cars and then the worst of the die cars, and that'll be our official drippy and drowny winner of 2024.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Starting with Denny Hamlin, car that looks like a backup. What is this Mavis thing? All right, that's a solid
How
die.
many of those cars are there?
Next up, Sam Bear, High Rock, with the
It's kind of a
orange on
nut.
it.
That is a
Huge nut, in my opinion.
big nut.
Daniel Suarez, jockey, weird folds of honor thing.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah.
It is.
It's a who cares? I think it's a drown, in my opinion.
Sure.
I could live with drown.
Put it like
Yeah,
in
it's in
between.
between there, I would say.
Because we're gonna
Alright,
try to do
put
like
it
a
there.
tier list ish. I thought so. Yeah.
Daniel Suarez, car with the dude on the side, the jockey underwear
Who
dude.
cares?
It is funny, but
I think this
Yeah,
was
who
submitted
cares?
as a good car, but alright, who cares? Get fucked.
gotta
The Jimmy
defend your picks.
Johnson half and half orange
Die.
and green thing.
Drown. I'd say drown.
Drown, not die?
Yeah, I said drown.
I'd say maybe halfway
Yeah.
between drown and die, but
Alright,
yeah,
halfway
it's,
between
more
drown
on the
and
drown.
die.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Who drove this?
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Wallace. Why does it say
It's a Shane
Wallace
Van
on
I
it?
say Wallace.
Shane Van Gisbergen, Wendy's swooshy thing with the fries and the frosty on the hood.
I'm gonna put that in between drip and nut.
Yeah, I would say it's drip.
I would say
almost
drip.
who cares and drip. Yeah. So
Ah,
maybe
who
drip
cares?
is just like equal.
Yeah,
Like a
okay.
low drip.
Yeah, low drip. Low drip's
Justin
good.
Allgaier, Cherry Brand.
Drip.
I like that. That's a drip.
Yeah, drip.
Anything with big fruit on the side of the car has
Yeah, you
It's a
love
bit fruity.
Brad Keselowski, Castro.
Not. That might be the nuttiest.
That's definitely in
Yeah.
the running for the best. We'll
nut
talk
of
about
the
that one
year.
again in a bit. Taylor Gray, JBL.
Who cares?
Who cares?
No, I'd say
Nut?
between
I would
who
say
cares and
drip.
drip.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I would
drip.
say
I
I
can
would say
settle on drip.
medium drip.
Medium drip.
Okay.
Alex Bowman, red.
who cares?
Ma-
Die.
Brown.
You guys are
Die.
biased based on the driver.
I like the paint, but I mean it's plain.
Yeah,
All
that
the
one's
Lindsay
nothing.
cars,
I
I
do
guess.
not care.
There,
Yeah,
I see
who
there's some
cares?
design underneath.
There's better of the Hendrick cars than that.
It's
But
that
the
regular
contrast
ally
is so
car.
little, you can't really see what the
All right.
design
Yeah,
is.
it's-
Well, I had a whole section for the ruby red cars, so we see more of them. Stenhouse, 47, NOS.
who
With Kroger
cares?
on the hood.
No, I would say that's drip.
Okay.
That's a drip in my opinion.
I
Yeah,
think
if
he's
I'm
had
getting
better
outvoted.
NOS cars in the past, but I'll put him as a
I do kind
Yeah,
of.
we're getting out. We're getting outvoted
low
here.
medium drip.
So yeah.
All right, Bill Byron, red on red with the flames, race
Who
winner.
cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Even with the neon yellow numbers.
I would
Yep.
say drip.
What Gordon's
weird.
old look that he stole?
Yeah, who
Alright.
cares?
All right.
Who
Well,
cares?
Bowman does the same thing
Uh,
with Jimmy. Keeps the
Daniel
neon numbers.
Hemrick,
You gotta develop your own look.
friggin' whatever this
Definite
is with all
who
this shit on
cares?
it.
Yeah.
Maybe
You don't think
even-
this is a
maybe even brown.
dye?
No, maybe like a
No.
drown. It's Daniel Hemrick. Like I don't
That's a
feel
dr-
any way about it. Like who it was running around in
He
35th
won the
every week.
Drippies last year. Come on.
That's
You
a
have to put
or
aside
drown.
your driver bias and look at the actual
I'm
design
putting,
for
I'm
what
putting,
a piece of
I'm
shit it is.
including my driver bias in this. Daniel Hemrick, I don't care.
All right. Shane Van Gisbergen, Marcus Ambrose throwback.
Nut.
Quadlock, Darlington.
That's an easy nut.
Nut.
All right.
All right.
Fucking MBM BJ tiny number thing.
Who cares?
No, that's a die in my book.
Well, I was gonna
That's a
say we
drown.
have to pick a bad car. You can't just say
that's, no,
who
that's
cares?
die. That's a bad one.
Yeah.
I'm saying die.
I would say that's a
that's a
drown.
Not a
Drown or die.
Maybe,
Drown or
in between
die.
drown or die.
All right, I'll put it with the Jimmy Drown or die.
I mean, I know
Die.
As a definite
It
die.
needs to die like Ronald
Put that
Reagan.
like all the way to the die, like all the way to the right.
Ricky Stenhouse, Biggie Muffins.
I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say nut.
What? I'm gonna
Capri
say
Sun,
drown.
Biggie muffins.
it's like an
Drown.
it's like an who cares for me. at least.
Yeah, it's an all who cares for
If
me.
you
I think it's like a
equalize
who
everything
cares
out,
or a
we,
drown.
okay, yeah, I have a drown. We have one nut.
This was a
that's, like,
slot
skewing
pick
it.
for a nut, and that's tough.
Yeah, who cares?
Jeremy Clements, Mark Martin throwback with the
Nut.
V's on
Drip.
it.
It's a
nut.
drip.
Nut.
Yeah, it's a
I'd say
low
put it in
end,
between
high
there.
end drip.
All right. Low nut, high drip. We'll talk about it again.
Who
Austin
cares?
Dylan Senex.
No, I'm on
See,
board.
that's a
Die. Die.
Die.
That's a drown
Yeah.
or die. That's
It looks like a
objectively-
Volkswagen logo. That's been
just-
fucked up.
It just looks like they threw some random shapes and colors together. It's like,
It
all right, here's
looks
a paint
literally
scheme.
like an
That's
NR
tough.
2003 design that some kid came up with.
Die.
Yeah.
Dale
Ryan
Earnhardt.
Ellis, Pella, windows
a
and
drip.
doors.
I'd say drip.
Drip.
That's nice
I
and clean.
would
Yeah, that's
agree.
a drip.
It's a good drip.
And I like how we're like
Daniel
mostly in
Suarez,
unanimous
Luke
agreement.
Bryan, Fish car. I think it's a die candidate, to be honest. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
You're gonna hate me. I'm gonna vote drip.
Look at
I
how
like-
much shit is going
I
on
like
in the
the
hood of
fish
this
car.
Can you
thing.
just see that hood line right
This
there?
might be
where
the
the
first car to
average year-
feature 3 different species on the hood of a car. We got a dude, a dog, and a fish.
I still say drown, but like we could put a low
Yeah,
down.
I say drown, but because it has a big fish, my rule is I got to bump it up one. So who cares?
Oh, we'll put it in like a high drown.
I'm remembering a dude, a dog, and a fish. By the way, as a potential title.
Let me write that one down. Caesar Baccarella, Prime Bites Brownies.
That's a solid
Drip.
drip.
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
Florida
solid
man?
drip.
What is the Florida man?
The Florida Man Games.
Oh my
You
god!
wrestle an
my
alligator or
God.
something.
We also have a TikTok
Wait,
Where
sponsor
we
of
put
that.
this?
Drip.
That's a solid drip.
Available on TikTok Shop. Okay, bro. Ryan Ellis again.
It's been
Days of Thunder
done.
throwback.
Yeah, I'd say like low end
But
drip.
has it ever been done better?
Who
Even with the
cares?
number font and the.
Yeah, I'd say like mid drip. Who cares?
I mean, I love that they go all in with all the sponsors, but
Alright.
this has been done like this has been beat
Alright.
about the head so many times.
Noah Gregson, great rush guy.
See it, yeah.
Briscoe, Tony, Rush
Drip.
throwback.
That's drip.
To
Yeah,
go from
drip.
one to the
High,
other.
who cares? Low drip.
I think it's a
down with
mid
that.
drip.
All right.
The other circle car that doesn't have all the shit on it,
Drown.
but it's got fruit.
No,
Drown.
I like it.
That's like a between who cares and drip for me.
That's drip.
What?
Person who picked this gonna defend their pick. That's crazy.
Drip.
Listen,
Opposite is
I
that's
put-
drip.
It's a
I-
big
I-
fruit.
I
Yeah.
endorsed the fruits
yeah, put it in the
earlier. I
middle.
can't
Yeah, but
be
with these,
inconsistent
you're not
now.
gonna put it next to these though.
Yeah, dude. Like this
I
doesn't
would put it
compare.
here.
I
who
would put
cares?
it. Even the
Yeah.
who cares cards
That-
are better.
Nah.
Actually,
Are you sure about that?
It's literally a solid
Yeah.
Hold on.
Apologize to all audio listeners, by the way. Get fucked this week. Tyler
yeah.
Reddick, Beast Unleashed. That's a hard nut for
100%
me.
mega nut.
Why that
Fart-
green on the A pillar?
Put that in like
Monster.
high end nut. Like that is a money
It's an
card.
upper nut. Well, all the
Yeah.
nut cars we're gonna look at and order them. Same with all the
Okay.
Money
dies.
shot car. Yeah, who
Corey
cares?
Heim,
who cares?
Safelight.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's a who cares.
The design itself looks sick. You guys are
It's
drive
pretty-
Yeah, but it's a
biased.
truck. Yeah,
That's
who
a high
cares?
end who cares.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we had those plain KBM Safelight trucks for like a decade, and then 1 second Tricon jumps in. and
I
it's a
cannot
banger.
remember a single safe light
Yeah.
paint scheme,
Yeah,
and that
And
goes
that's
right in
another
there
one
with
of
the
those where
rest of them.
that design type has just been used constantly on the
Exactly.
trucks.
You're hating. Chase Elliott, Dale Jr., Unifirst with the friggin' number effect.
Drip.
Drip.
That is kind of drippy.
Yeah, it's not quite a nut, but
I'd say like high end drip.
High drip.
High drip.
This fucking
Die.
Ross Chastain thing, I think, is in the
Yeah.
running for the worst. Speaking of which, Denny
Die.
Hamlin breaks plus. I forgot about this car when I
I
pulled this
submitted
up.
this
font.
one because this one pissed me off. This is
Dude,
a.
it's
It's
so
literally
bad.
just the rusty font on the side of the car, lower
That's
case.
the Winston
font, yeah.
Cup font, yeah.
Truex,
Oh,
wrong
die,
color,
Die,
red
die,
color.
die.
that's
Die.
not great.
I always put this one on because I love this. Christopher Bell Yacht.
Nut. Maybe drip.
Yeah, that's
who
a
cares?
good drip.
Oh, it looks
Who
so
cares?
fucking good though.
It is. That's
High drip.
that's a
high drip.
that's a great
Yeah,
example
high
of like
drip.
simple is good.
Drumstick Stenhouse.
But we got the
machine
drumsticks on there,
with the
front
logo
and
like
center.
around the wheel too.
I'd say
think
high
it's
end.
kinda
Who
nut-
cares? But with the ice cream bar on the side.
Kind
That
of
brings it
nutty.
up to a
It's like a
drip.
mid
Kinda
drip,
nutty.
yeah.
Kind of
It does actually have nuts on it.
It does have nuts on it.
I'm gonna show you nuts on it.
Justin Allgaier, Hellman's mayonnaise.
That's a nut.
Nut,
to me.
That's a
nut,
nut.
nut.
Die.
What? Oh, come on.
No, you.
You're just going for pop, bro. Shut up.
No,
Trying
to
I
be
hate
brilliant.
Hellman's mayonnaise.
Oh, what
Stuart
the hell?
Friesen, Chili's menu truck.
Drip.
I think it's drip.
yeah,
think we
I
talked
kinda
about
like
this
the
being
concept.
I think it's
drippy.
drip
honestly.
just because it's.
Again,
Where's
if
the
it was a
awesome
primary,
blossom?
yeah, if it was a primary, it would suck. But it being a
Just like
one-off,
one
it's
time,
kind of, it's
just,
kind
dude,
of
just
sick.
putting the whole menu on the truck. I love this. That
Yeah.
thing's
Dude, we're gonna order from
I'd say
Chili's. Hey, can I look at
That
your
is
truck
drippy.
quick and look at the menu?
sick.
Yeah, that's based.
Sam Van Gisbergen's spicy chicken Wendy's with the
Yeah, it's not-
flamingos.
I'd say
Yes.
low end drip.
Low end drip.
All right.
Drip. Drip.
Dean Thompson,
who cares?
Pipe
Brown.
Who cares? Yeah, it's pretty mid.
Chase
Brown.
Elliott with the red.
Drown.
Drown.
Yeah, that's not who cares. I think all those Martinsville red cars are kind of not who cares.
I thought they
Yeah,
were
dude.
cool.
They were cool as a commemorative thing, but objectively, they're just not like
Yeah, like
They're
wow,
not
you
like
have a red
spectacular
car
paint
with
schemes.
cyan, blue.
Hey, we took these already basic
numbers.
schemes and just made them red.
Like, I
No one
love
else-
the paint.
No one
I-
else is doing shiny red like that. Like, look at how good that looks.
Stuart Haas did
Yes.
it every fucking year, like every fucking week this year with the overstock cars. It's
It
the
wasn't
exact
that
same.
shiny.
Ah,
Speaking of
super
which, Stuart Haas, Josh Berry with
Die.
the gold.
Die.
What?
Die. That is
Die
not
a
real gold.
crazy call.
I remember the render of it, seeing like
okay,
it was going
it's
to
not
be
the
real
render,
good gold, and it's
but that
just
doesn't-
tan.
It is glossy khaki
That's
color.
not. Who cares?
Dude, yeah,
maybe
who
that
cares?
one
It's
is.
not a die. The fuck?
It
Die.
was a low. Who cares? Ross Chastain
Nut.
fish car.
Nut.
This is a nut.
Nut.
That thing ran
It's
like
got a fish,
way
I gotta
early
put
in the
it with
season.
there.
Yeah, but it's a sick design too. I
It's
love
front
that.
center.
Dude, hold on.
Mm.
I didn't realize they ran the fish car. We got one nut fish car and a die fish car.
That's
in
the thing, and they
same
ran
race.
them in the same race. The two team cars. It's like the most beautiful fish thing
Isn't
in
it
the
two different
world.
companies too?
And then where'd you guys make me put that? You
Where
put
did
that
you
down.
Put it.
Same race, and it was like a jockey Luke
Double
Bryan
fish.
fish car, but it's
Dude, in
way
the
worse
same race is crazy.
compared to this. Like, come on, dude, this thing's sick.
They put Kyle Sykes on the real one, and then like we're like, yeah, fucking, I'm putting the intern
Some
on this car.
intern, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Chase Purdy.
I don't
Bell,
care.
fuck,
Ah,
alright.
who cares?
It's decent, but yeah, it's a very
It literally looks like
Yeah,
every
that
stock
design's
car
just been
version
beat
of
about
my
the
life.
head.
exactly.
I don't know.
The head.
I don't like how much you're hating on that design. Tanner Gray, Dead on Tools.
I'd say drip.
I don't hate the design. It's just overused.
That's
No,
a
I
high end.
like that
Who
one.
cares?
I like
I
that
agree.
one. I'd drip.
We're starting to blur the lines a little bit here.
Well, that's what they're for.
Cole Custer with the
Ooh.
Johnny Sauter Tiger throwback.
That's a drip to a nut for me.
I'd say a low end drip, high end. Who
Drip.
cares?
Really?
Drip.
I think it's kind of nutty, but
I think if
alright.
we settle in the middle and just say mid drip.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mid drip,
Okay.
solid drip.
Cody, time to
Die.
check your bias on the red cars.
That's a solid. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's
who
just a
cares?
normal Larson's car, but we made it red.
I kind of like the reverse thing they did with it.
Eh.
I say all those Martinsville cars.
Nut,
are
nut,
red.
nut,
Kinda like some Terry
nut,
Lane.
nut.
Nut,
That's the
nut.
nuttiest of the nut right there.
Ty Gibbs NASCAR and
Drown.
CW.
Drown to
That's a
die.
drown. Yeah, that's a drown. Not quite a die, but that is not a good
We might be
scheme.
biased on the
I
drip.
kind of liked it.
I was gonna say that's a slap.
I don't
pick,
like
and he's
that
being
orange.
real quiet. I think it's kind of cool too. I just
I was
don't
gonna
really
give it a
care
little
that
Just
much.
the
Drip.
design is like, what?
too
What's
busy.
going on there?
Yeah, I'm good with mid drown.
Yeah, okay, mid drone. Doritos and
Nut.
Mountain Dew, the defending
Nut.
champion.
Nut.
Who cares?
gamer.
Who cares?
We'll put it in the
Gamer
nut
car.
category. We'll talk
Ah,
about it
who
there.
cares?
And lastly, this random Timmy Hill
who
shop
cares?
truck.
Who cares?
Drip.
That's like
This
a.
is
That's like a.
That's
drippy.
drip.
That's like a low end drip.
I think my
Alright,
favorite part
who
about this
cares?
is they did not have to do anything to just put the Hill Motorsports logo on this, but they went kind of cute with it.
Yeah, I'll say drip on that one.
Okay. So we have
There's our tier list.
7 to die and however many to nut. Do we want to pick the drippiest first or the drowniest first?
Drowniest.
I think the drowniest first.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the running for the
thrive on
Drownies
negativity.
2024, we have Austin Dillon Scenics,
Ugh.
Denny Hamlin, the white Mavis
Michael
one,
Scenics Jr.
Ronald
Phoenix.
Reagan, Ty Gibbs, the Gray
Great.
Rush
Oh
Gregson,
God.
this horrible patriotic Chastain thing, Denny Breaks Plus, and then Truex wrong color car. If you
So
think
for
one of
me-
these is not the worst, then vote to eliminate it now.
So for
think the
me, it's
Mavis
a tie
tire-
between Reagan and the Truex one, just because of how badly they fucked it.
Well, no, we're picking the one that we're eliminating, right?
Yeah.
As
So
in,
which
like,
is
we'll
the
know.
the
best?
one-
We'll work
The
our way
Mavis,
down.
the Mavis tire, like at least the color scheme makes sense.
What?
No,
Dude,
I would
no.
say the
I
It's-
It
I
think
think
looks
Denny
consistent.
Breaks-
Like look at all the other ones, dude.
Dude,
the colors
it's
are all
literally-
Denny
They wrapped
Breaks
the
is kind of
body.
the best out of this because there's nothing.
I'd say the Austin Dillon Cynics car is the best out of
I
this.
kind of agree on Scenics. It's also
yeah. Go ahead and get that
Yeah,
out of
it's
here.
like that
who
interesting.
cares, almost, yeah.
I would say next would be the Brakes Plus, because although
Yeah.
it does look bad, I mean, it's
I
It's a
agree.
generic car. It's a
red.
red car
I
with some
agree.
white logos.
I agree.
It's like
Yeah.
really lazy, and it is a Windows default font that says
Well, yeah,
Brakes
the
Plus
only
on the
reason
side.
it's die is not
But
because
it's
it
not
looks
bad.
terrible, because it's a die
just
because
so
there's just
basic.
no effort. Yeah.
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 But it's not obnoxiously bad either. Just
Someone said it looks like a
horribly basic.
thing from the Cars movie. Like it's just an NPC. Like this is just a background car,
Yeah.
which is tough if you're Denny
Yeah, we
Hamlin.
can move that out. Oh,
I
I'd say
think
Ross Chastain car. Yeah, Ross
Yeah.
Chastain car now for me.
I think the Ross Chastain one's really the fact that they have the stars along here, different stars down here. There's more. There's just crap everywhere.
Yeah, but again, all the other cars are worse. Like that one is like,
Yeah.
again, I feel like it.
I would do the Ross Chastain and then the Noah Gregson one.
Yeah, Noah Gregson would be next.
What I would that one is like that's in contention for like my worst one.
Well, we're
because
starting to get there. There's only 3 after
I think the
that.
I
Truex one isn't that bad.
I feel like the Truex one is only bad because they fucked it up.
Yes,
Like, again,
I
it's not-
agree. It's cool that it
Yeah.
exists, and it's cool that they kind of got the stripes on there, but they totally biff the color. So I think we just take both of these and move them out.
Both of them. Okay.
Reagan.
Like that.
Reagan's the worst.
Yeah,
like
Reagan
this.
If you're gonna take that one out, then
it's not
Yeah, we got-
horrible
I feel like no, that's horrible.
because the
Like,
Rush ones look better. I think, like when they actually get the color on it.
It just looks
It's
like
not-
a test car.
Yeah, it doesn't like. I don't know. That one is like. I feel like that one's egregiously bad. Not as bad as.
yeah, I think that's in the
out
runner-up.
of these 3, I would take the Reagan car out. Like the Reagan car.
No,
sucks.
no, no, no,
The
no.
Reagan.
Ben
dude,
wants the
Reagan
Reagan car to be worse so badly.
Yeah, I want
Well,
it to
it's
be worse.
so bad.
It is
no,
bad,
look
but
at
like,
it.
It's not
It's
that
not-
bad.
it's
Like
not
it's fully
great. It's
wrapped.
not
There's a
bad.
full. It's
It is
again.
not
It's not
great.
good, but there's like a full design behind it. Look at the Mavis one. They literally just wrapped
What
the
is
door.
the design?
There's a
The
whole
is
design
a
between
picture
the
of
Mavis
the
one.
actor's face and a fucking faded
Denny
out of
Hamlin-
his flag.
it is kind of insane how dark his face is too.
Okay.
It's out of focus, dude. Like, look at the
Okay,
It's
fucking
even better
eyes.
than the
This
tag
is
on there.
This is the diest of dies. It's
No,
dead
it
as
is not.
The
fucking Ronald
trees
Reagan.
here are crazy.
The Mavis car, I'm telling you, is the diest car of all. That is the worst.
I don't think it's
car.
Gregson. I think we take Gregson
I've
out.
seen
Okay, yeah,
so
we
many worse paint schemes than that fucking
No,
Mavis
but
car.
no,
The
you have
fact
not.
that they made it look like he wrecked the primary and they had to pull a car out of the truck and couldn't wrap the whole thing is definitely
Yes,
points
that is-
against
that
it.
11 car
This-
is the word. The drop shadow around the number.
It
the
looks
way,
like the actual exhaust burn mark is the part of the drop shadow.
I was thinking the same thing.
they stop. Yeah, they stop wrapping it at the nose, and at the rear bumper
Dude,
is
that's
especially
crazy.
egregious.
Yeah, because that's just on the body line.
Like this is. I'm not kidding when I say like this is a combination of just shitty designing, low effort.
The fact that this was purposefully put on the racetrack like this is insane to me.
Yeah, this wins by default for me because they didn't even care. Like at least the Reagan car, like yeah, it looks like shit, but they wrapped the entire thing.
Okay,
It does
a
also
monkey
look like
could wrap
there's
the
Dookie
entire
on the
thing.
front.
They
Who
wrapped the entire
cares?
thing and they wrapped it in complete shit.
It is really
It's a
bad.
toss up for me. I can't choose.
This is actually a really tough decision. Yeah.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
think
both
it's
of them
dying
are
on the hill,
Toyotas
the
with that
11. I'm
stupid,
dying.
ugly
The
front end.
11 looks
both
so
Gibbs
much
cars.
worse than the 54.
I do not like that new.
Can we have
Toyota
code
front end.
drownies? Is that a thing, or do we have to get this
we're
down
gonna
to
have to
one?
vote. We're gonna have
There's
to have
five- there's
everyone
five
pick
of
one.
us. So we're gonna have to,
I'm
yeah.
dying.
Okay.
I'm dying on the hill.
Okay, Caleb's picking Mavis. Ben and Slap are picking Ronald Reagan. Cody, we have to decide here which one's the worst. Ah, man.
If you don't pick Reagan, you're getting a pipe bomb in the mailbox tomorrow.
Oh my god.
If you don't pick
Just trying to
Denny, I'm
sway
taking
the
over the
vote.
podcast and losing half of it every week.
I'm picking
No, we would
Denny.
never let that happen. So
I'm picking Denny just because of the conscious decision to be like, what if
As
the
the worst
side
one?
was just plain white?
All right, Cody, this is
And
you.
we're gonna
You're the
cut it like
tiebreaker on this.
on the body lines. Is insane.
Here, let
work.
me like. I'm trying to like get a further back angle. I'm literally like trying to blur my eyes Don't see any details. I'm just looking like objectively is like.
Yeah, I'm
what?
doing the same. Hold on.
But
Do you wanna
one
look at a
car,
good
you
car
know,
real
it's a
quick? Just
Mavis
a-
car.
Okay,
Like,
let
just
him
a
make his
palate
decision.
cleanse?
No, let him.
Palate
Yeah, let me get a
his
palate
decision.
cleanse. Hold
There's a
on.
palate
Oh, dude,
cleanse.
yeah, we just stop staring at
Yeah, we'll
shit.
sip of water here.
Mm. Dude,
Get
go
you
look at
some-
that six
some
car. Go
good-
look at the
that-
six car. Go look at the six car.
There's
Oh
a palate cleanse for you.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
yeah.
All right, now
Oh.
let's go back to the.
All right, now we go back. Which one's worse?
All right, no one talk. Let him make his decision. Let him work through it. Do, 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 do.
Let him talk through it. As
I had to play Jeopardy music. We don't want the silence.
I gotta say, it's the Denny one.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Are you fucking kidding?
The design
That is
just looks
so much
Milwaukee
worse.
tomorrow.
That
The
is
design
so
looks
much
made up. The logos
Are you
are not
kidding?
it's just
Yes. Nate, wait, no, I'm not. Kidding.
I just can't see any redeeming qualities about that thing whatsoever. Like whoever said, at least the Reagan one's got like the full wrap. It's a shitty wrap and it looks like garbage, but at least the car's fully wrapped. This literally looks like a backup car that they just scrambled to
Yeah.
slap some stickers
This
Again,
was
yeah,
on
the 54
purpose.
is
Them
really
crooked
bad.
Crazy.
But yeah, the 11 car is like, again, it's the intersection between shitty design, like someone needs their fucking Illustrator taken away yesterday, and someone needs to die at the wrap shop for putting this on a racetrack.
Yeah. I just want to clarify, literally the only redeeming quality about the Reagan car is that it was a full wrap. Like,
Listen, the fact that I was that close.
I couldn't
says-
find
And
any.
both of them are
redeeming
Gibbs
qualities about
cars.
the-
So Joe Gibbs, you win the 2311 racing award of being shitty at paint schemes.
You win it just
do
being
we have
horrible
any
at
in
your cars.
Drowns too? Gibbs cars.
Well, we got
Oh, yeah,
that
54.
kind of. I'm sure if I pulled up the whole Gibbs lineup, there'd be a lot more. And then
All right.
we've got another one in the die category too. So
yeah.
It's rough.
Across
got a
three different
couple
cars.
more,
Oh
dude.
no!
We got a couple
Oh,
to die.
dude, of our die cars, more than half of them are Gibbs.
Gibbs, we need to have a conversation about.
Yeah,
your-
Joe Gibbs, we need to have a
Get
chat.
me on the
apartment.
phone. Let me dry you up some concepts.
All right, now let's
all
make
right.
the trippy, the
That
nutty.
hatred out of the way.
Oh, it's time for the basties.
Let's get the full.
This is gonna be
list.
hard.
Or not
So
the
we
full list.
have
I'm gonna be
9
hard looking at these cars.
bangers to choose the best from. We've got Brad Castrol throwback. We've got Sam Mayer High Rock with the orange.
God, so sick.
Shane Van Gisbergen with the
Half of these are
Ambrose
throwbacks.
throwback.
Did
The
we have any rules
Allgaier
against the
Mayo
throwbacks?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Kyle Larson in the Terry car.
Oh, dude.
Ross Chastain in the fish machine. Doritos and Mountain Dew.
God damn, this
The
is gonna be
Beast
hard.
Unleashed. And the Jeremy Clements Mark Martin throwback. If any of these are not the best paint scheme of the year, we have to take them out of the running.
Not that they're bad, but I'm immediately gonna get rid of the Ross Chastain. And
Yeah, I
Tyler
agree.
Reddick. They're just like super high level drips in my.
I agree
opinion.
with Ross Chastain.
It's
I
great.
can-
I
I can-
love the fish car.
You
I love it
can't
too.
do my fish like this, bro.
I can agree with that, but I would say Jeremy Clements before that.
I would
Yeah,
say
probably.
Clements. I would say the 31, and I would say the 45.
Basically, that
I
whole
really like
bottom
the
left
31.
corner.
Ooh,
think
I
it's
don't
gonna win.
know. I don't like the 31, so I could get rid of that really easy.
Yeah, in my opinion, I would do
the-
151 45.
The Beast is
Respect
gonna
to
be
the
a
reigning
mid.
champion, but it's not as good as the.
That
Yeah,
is
they
the
could
one
do
that they
better.
had
They
last
could
year.
That
do
is
better.
true.
Is yeah, my thing on that.
Like I feel like
this
they
one-
added Doritos, and there's too much going on, and it's not. I mean, they got chips in the drink on the side of the car. What like?
They got the fries and the frosty, bro.
Yeah, we can get rid of the 31.
Yeah. Let's get rid of one. Let's get rid
I
of
think the
31.
45, good car,
No,
great
I-
car.
No, I would keep.
I
the,
do want to. I think we're so used to the monster cars just being literally a black monster car with the logo on it.
Dude,
the fact
we
that it just
waited
has any
so
logo at all,
long.
it just
I
makes
just
it so much
really
better than what
that
we're used
that
to.
light green on the A pillar going across the name as well as on the front end.
AT.
Just
That is a little bit
it.
out there.
Yeah,
what
that takes
happened?
a
What
cou- a
happened?
point or two
What
off.
happened? I definitely submitted the Nasty Beast car. What happened to that?
Oh yeah, so I wanted to also have that conversation. I forgot about that. There's the yellow Beast Unleashed one, which I thought was okay, but I don't think it was as good as the full green one.
The
Can we
classic
see
green,
the
yeah.
Can we see the Nasty Beast
Yeah.
car?
Yeah, I can pull that out.
Because if
Yeah,
it doesn't
he's-
have the dumb thing across the A pillar, then I
Ooh.
would have
So
that.
I will
take its
say,
place.
they have updated this car for the final race. I don't have an amazing picture of it, but they did make that a little bit thinner. So it's a little bit less like pronounced, the A pillar thing. Hello, there we go. So you can see on this one, it's like a way thinner line along the top of it. They also changed the name of the drink. I don't know if anyone noticed. It's not the Beast Unleashed anymore. It's just
the
called
Beast.
the Beast.
Just the beast.
It's just there's just a better picture.
Do you
here.
have
But,
the Nasty Beast car?
yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm also pulling.
Yeah,
up.
if we're picking the best of the best, I think unfortunately that light ruins this car.
Yeah, the different
Like, if-
shades of green is what throws it off for me. I
Yeah.
think.
Really?
I like that because it
I
adds
like
like
it a
depth
lot.
to it.
Yeah.
And plus, it's the two different greens that they use in the logo. But let's see. Yeah, I want to see the Nasty Beast
But it's
one.
like not even different like neons. It's like a forest green, and then
See,
like,
at
the
least
neon
that one
green.
has the same color.
So there's the Nasty Beast one. Yeah, but it still has like the green in there.
Yeah.
It's drippy. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think
Yeah,
it's the best.
I agree.
Of the best.
It's like one of the top ones, but it's not the best
Yeah,
of the year.
I agree.
It's not. It's not beating
yeah,
some of
I
these
can
other
live, I
ones.
can live with that. Yeah.
And I would agree with the 51. It's a sick
Yeah.
throwback. And when they started it on the red wheels, it looked a little bit better, but they, I guess, only had one set of those. So I don't even think it's the best throwback because we have all these out
Yeah,
here.
there's
but
some
I
other
still think
contenders.
it's
Yeah,
really good.
I would get rid of it.
So we're down to the final 6.
I would get rid of SVG.
Yeah, the
I
97.
agree. It is sick though, especially the number font.
Well, yeah, again, like these
Yeah.
are all, it's the same thing with the Drownies where it's like those were all bad cars. Like these are all good cars. It's just like it's not the best one of the year.
Man, it's gonna be hard to beat those two JRM ones.
Dude.
Again, to me, the fish one.
Those two.
Yeah,
JR.
I can agree with
yeah.
the fish one.
Yeah, I can take the fish one out now. I'm happy with that. It is fucking sick though. God,
Yes.
I love that fish car.
No, not me, fish.
So we've got 2 throwback next gens and 2 regular
dude.
season junior motorsports cars.
I would get rid of the 5 Larson.
No, I love that car.
I agree
With
Again,
who?
it's great,
with Caleb.
but yeah, I don't think it's better
I'm
than
gonna
the
get
1
rid
or
of
the
both
7 and the 6.
throwbacks, if I'm being honest. At this point, I think the winner's got.
Hold on. We'll dump Larson first, and then we'll
Okay,
talk.
yeah,
I think
I
this is
really
awesome.
love that car though. That's one of my top 2.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like either of the JRM cars that much.
Oh, that's crazy work.
I was gonna go with either Terry or the Castrol car.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
on the train with Cody now, where I would get rid of the Keselowski now.
So I would
Wow,
okay. Let's
dude.
pick between these two before we even
High
have that
Rock.
conversation. I would go High Rock over Hellman's any day.
I
Yeah,
like
I
the
would pick the
Hellmans
High Rock
because
car.
the ones the
I was gonna
colors
vote
do not
Hellmans.
match.
The
What do you mean the
neon on
colors
that
don't match?
is money. It
The
contrasts
pops.
Orange with the hard red.
Huh?
What? Ben, those are the same colors. The sun's just shining on the roof.
Yeah.
All right, I'm stupid then.
You can see it's just like that's this side
Yeah,
of the
so
car,
it's
and that's
that
the
it's
top.
that deep it's like that deep neon like that day glow red. It contrasts with the
So
blues
sick.
so
It looks like the
freaking well.
photographer punched
Okay.
up like the clarity or the vibrance
Probably.
a little bit, and it fucked
So I
with
would
like
go
the
that
gradient of
over-
the colors.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
Hellman's is
The Hellman's looks
hardcore.
fucking awesome. But I agree. I think that High Rock with the Dayglow red is
All right.
That Hellman's one would have gotten my
If we're
vote,
going
but I'll-
between these two, it's
Hmm.
it's Keselowski.
See, now you killed the
Red.
best one. Now that they're head to head, now.
Let me tell you, I'll say it. If that High Rock car had a chrome, like Dayglow orange, like I might give it to that.
honestly
but-
like it being
Chrome
like
Dayglow.
flat.
Yeah.
I'm going High Rock.
It wouldn't pop otherwise.
I'm gonna vote High Rock too on
The
this
fact
over
that
Kez.
2 of those JRM cars made it to the final 3 just goes to show how drippy these fucking
Dude, the
cars
little
are.
sip wisely into the fucking stripe.
I'm going the High Rock.
God,
That's
this
my
is
vote.
so good.
Plus we robbed Ryan Williams last year and we can't do that again this year.
Well,
All right, you guys are
set some
convincing
bias.
me.
Yeah,
I
just-
think.
I'm just that car's so drippy, but I also think we're giving it just a slight throwback bias that.
And you know what?
It's true.
It's
unintentionally
original.
do.
It's original. We have to give those points as well.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
it's an original
we did give
throwback.
this best throwback because this
Yes,
like
absolutely.
Yes.
going
best
to the
throwback.
90s like JGTC Supra and putting the old Castro logo is sick. The fact
And
that
it
he
won
won in
as a
that
bonus,
car
yeah.
is sick. We love you,
Dude,
Brad.
yeah, like again,
You're
I
our
have the
favorite.
fucking poster up
All right,
there.
those are the top
true.
3.
but
High Rock.
dude,
Yeah.
That's our winner.
dude, it's so good with the
The
new
fact
like
that
little JRM flame thing.
Yeah, the fact that 2 JRM cars made it to the final 3, I think, just speaks volumes in itself.
Dude, that thing full screen. Oh my god.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
My
Ryan
vote probably
Williams
would have been the
might
Hellman's
be
car,
the
but
goat.
I'm happy that this one made it instead.
Well, yeah. Again, I can look at this
Oh,
car
so
and
good.
say this is the best car on track. The same way I can look at the Denny car and say that was the worst car that ran on
Can
track.
we get those? Can we get these 2 side by side?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Can we get the
I don't know if you want to.
You're Drippy and you're Drowny for the year 2020.
Oh my god. Oh my.
It's all ones all across the board, baby.
Oops, all ones. Yeah.
Can you believe that this is a like cup winning top of the line team and this is an Xfinity rookie and this brand is probably
rookie.
paying way more. Well, you're okay.
It's
You're
been
right.
in there a
Second year.
couple of years now.
You're right. He's won a few races. Still, this brand's probably paying way more money than this brand to be on a NASCAR car.
That's another thing too, is like the big logos, but they're still legible compared to fucking just Mavis tire they threw on there like 4 times and then
Dude,
threw
you
a
can-
sports clip logo across
Yeah, you
the
can-
dude.
Zoom out for a while and see High Rock like pretty clear.
Dude,
Like, yeah.
that's so good.
Unfortunately
great
for the
branding.
Hamlin car, I think we're going to be seeing more of that sponsor because FedEx is out.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we're gonna take a trip to Joe Gibbs Racing and we're gonna I got muted
Alright.
by the FBI.
There you have it.
The
The drippy
nuttiest of
winner.
nuts and the diest
Shout out
of
to
dies.
Ryan Williams finished second last year. This year he won it. And who
No,
did the
shout out
six
to
car?
everybody in the,
Dude, that
the
Hellman's
nut
card
cut.
is
Shout out
so
to
good.
RFK.
Yes.
Shout out to 2311 for putting a good paint scheme on track for once. Shout out to all these throwbacks that look fucking
That's
incredible.
crazy that there's a 2311 car up here.
Zoom
I didn't
back out to
think
like
of
where
that.
you were, like a little bit more. Like at that size, like yeah, the High Rock and Hellman's are the only ones I can read the side of.
I love
Yeah,
the
they're sick.
closest Joe Gibbs car is the Yahoo car.
Dude, that
Oh, yeah,
thing's
we did have
sick.
one.
It's because
It's just
they
close
have a
to just
different guy who
generic
designs
car.
those than the rest
Well,
of the
that's
cars.
the same kind of thing as Trackhouse earlier. Is like, can you believe they ran that Yahoo car and that Mavis car in the exact same race? Like those
Did
are
they
from
actually?
Dover in the spring. Yeah.
That's true. These are
Oh
the
my
same
God.
Oh my
That's
God.
wild.
That's tough.
Like, can you imagine being a Mavis tire exec?
But other than that
and
Yahoo
seeing
car,
that-
which is the next Gibbs?
Probably
I'm sure.
Drown.
Again, I'm sure if we pulled more Gibbs cars, we would see them.
Yeah, but
because
on
there
our
were
list.
some decent like 20 cars. But yeah,
Nah.
the next thing is the CW. How do we do,
That's pretty
viewers? Send us an email or leave us a YouTube comment if you think we messed up and didn't pick your favorite.
Yeah, if we
But
fucked
I'm
up,
pretty
tell us
sure.
to die in an email.
Like you guys did when I showed you the original format.
Yeah, we all yelled
Well,
die,
that was
die,
fun.
die.
DT. Thank you for changing it for us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you for changing it.
All right, 2
That was
minutes.
tense there for a bit.
Well, it
Yeah,
was
it
just
was.
I had to like, I was razzed. I had to get over throwing my whole plan out the window.
I'm sorry,
Good.
No,
No,
it's
based.
based.
but I think it's worth it.
We need to do like a straight up tier list next year, but like name them our own categories. Like I
Well,
think
that's
there's
basically
like
what
this-
We
do.
do. That's what we're doing.
That's
Well, that's
basically
what
what
I'm
we're
saying, like,
doing.
we should get like the tier list website where you're gonna slide it in and it'll like slot it.
Well, the
in on
only
its
thing
own.
is like we would order the other 3 because we ordered all of those just now. Like
Yeah.
we
Problem
just
with
we didn't
ordered
even order
nut
them. We kind of just eliminated which the best one was.
That would take
Yeah,
so
but we
long,
ordered that.
and on
Yeah,
the
that would
tier
take
list
DT
website,
way
you,
more time. It wouldn't ever happen.
All
you
if
also
we have
can't
an
zoom
entire
in and stuff. I like
we have
being
an
able to
entire
zoom in.
episode dedicated to it. and
All
have
right.
it more organized, we could get it done.
We're gonna have an entire 2 minutes dedicated to football if you want it. Week 11, go.
Browns still suck.
Go Pack, go! They have
Dude.
beaten the Bears. They've swept the Bears since 2019.
It was not looking good, too. at
Oh
first.
god damn it! Who broke it?
Caleb.
Oh my God, Caleb, we
Oh,
lost him.
He just leaves
brother.
without saying shit. That's fine.
I think his internet died.
It was
Hello?
struggling earlier.
Hello. Oh, he's
Yeah,
back.
I'm
He's
back.
back.
My internet died.
Huh.
I
Dude.
didn't. I knew it was a crazy stat, but I didn't realize the Packers have not lost to the Bears since their second meetup of 2018. Matt
Can
LaFleur
I-
is undefeated against the Bears.
Can I talk fantasy real quick? I know I do this
Yes.
every week because it's the only thing I care about.
That's still
I-
football.
I scored the highest score that anyone has ever scored in the league this season. 183 fucking points
Holy
in a half
shit.
PPR. And I now have 7 wins in a row and I'm first in the league.
It's funny how that happens in fantasy football. Like, you have the person that knows the least about football. They come in and they just fucking win.
Dude, I started 1-3 and now I'm 8-3.
I'm kinda
I think we
similar.
lost Caleb again.
I
Oh,
started
God
2
damn
and
it.
4, and I have 5 wins in a row. And now I'm.
We gotta
7
use
and
that as
4.
Caleb's thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's what we call resting bitch face. Dude, okay. Jalen Hurts did all right. Didn't throw any touchdowns, but he ran one, which is basically guaranteed. Christian McCaffrey also didn't score that well for me, but Joe Mixon went crazy. Cooper
Really?
Kupp went crazy. T.
How many?
Higgins went crazy.
Oh
And
my god.
God damn it. All right, I need a better way to fix that. There we go. We're back. Dude, I picked up Chris Boswell, the fucking Steelers kicker, and it's perfect because the Steelers are like not good enough to actually score touchdowns, but they're good enough to like get down the field. This guy scored me 25 points by
Really?
kicking 6 field goals and
Holy
single-handedly
shit.
winning the game.
Holy shit.
And that's not the first time he's done it this season, too. His game 1, he went 27 points by hitting 6 field goals.
Oh,
The guy's a beast.
I have a funny fantasy story while we're on it too. So I played in my family league. I was playing my dad this week, so a lot was on the line.
Shout out the Hawk.
Yeah, watcher of this podcast. So yeah, he'll know what happened. But so he had a really good week. He had 166 points. I was projected 158 like
Damn.
all night. So I needed like a miracle. Start of the fourth quarter, Houston's defense, who I had a strip sack for a touchdown
Mm.
and won me my fantasy game
Hell yeah.
in the fourth quarter of Monday Night Football. Like literally as down to the wire as it
last
gets.
minute.
That's a buzzer
Dude,
beater.
yes, yeah. I was so hyped. I texted him and I was like, "Holy shit!" And he texted me just like the cussing emojis. He was like, "Fuck! Like this is fucking suck." It was so good.
Motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the Falcons who were 6-3 and are now on a 2-game losing streak in which they lost to the Broncos 38-6.
Ooh.
To Bo Nix, rookie quarterback, threw 4 touchdowns and like 500 passing yards on him. So we're fucked. And then the Titans lost a game to the Vikings, and they are now 2-8 on the season and have like a 15% chance to pick number 1. So shout
Are you
out to
still
they,
running with Rudolph?
No, Will Levis is back. Actually, Will Levis looked really good. So the Titans got fucked in their like penalty. They had like 3 questionable penalties, but it was a 21-point swing because the Vikings literally had 2 touchdowns reinstated on like false penalties on Tennessee, and then the Titans had a touchdown taken off the board from like a illegal motion penalty, which the guy didn't move.
That rings a bell for me. You know what's a 5-year anniversary of?
Mm.
Garrett taking Mason Rudolph's helmet
dude,
and
Mason
hit
Rudolph.
them with his own helmet is the 5-year
DT,
anniversary.
do you know about that? I don't know if DT knows about that.
No,
So
I
Myles
wouldn't.
Garrett, one of the Browns edge rushers, got pissed. So he said Mason Rudolph called him the N-word, is what he alleged.
Well, first he
But-
said it's because he tried kicking him in the nuts, and then
Yeah, he changed his story to say that he called him the N-word.
Mm.
But after the play was over, keep in mind, you could probably find a clip of this, but he
just don't
takes
play it. It'll
Mason
get
Rudolph.
copyright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Myles
we
Garrett, the
got
edge
got for
rusher.
something the other week.
Well, you can
Oh,
pull
did
it
we
up
really?
on your own to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull it up on your own and don't show the viewers. Yeah. So Myles Garrett,
Who's the
the
other guy?
edge
Myles
rusher.
Garrett?
Yeah, Myles Garrett and Mason,
Mason
Rudolph. Just look that up.
Rudolph.
He was a
I looked up Myles
Steelers.
Garrett. The first thing that pops up is Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. So Mason Rudolph, after the play is over, grabs Mason Rudolph by the head,
2 interceptions.
and takes his
muted.
helmet off, and then swings his helmet and hits the dude in the head like full force, just like smacks him. Like that shit. That
Bashes
had
him
to-
in the head with his own helmet.
That had to give him a concussion, dude.
that was
and he got
And then he got
That was-
pushed by another guy too.
that
What
was
the
about
fuck?
5 weeks after he got knocked out so hard they literally had to cut his face.
yeah.
That
he
is
had, look at-
true.
He had a Tua incident earlier that season too.
And then the dude's beating him over the head with a helmet like 5 weeks.
Myles
later.
Garrett got, I think it was indefinitely suspended for that. I forgot it was 5 years ago already. That's crazy. But yeah, they indefinitely suspended Myles Garrett for that shit. And yeah, Myles
But
Garrett
hey,
said,
Garrett has
crazy
never
work.
done that before, so Mason Rudolph did something like
Yeah, he tried kicking him in the
horrible
nuts.
for him to do that.
they called him the N-word.
Dude, I
All
like
right,
how
that was
my favorite part of that is, like, in hindsight, Joe Buck had a more like visceral reaction to the Randy Moss mooning incident than that. That is a disgusting act. And then fucking a dude's being beat over the head with his helmet, and Joe Buck's like, "Oh my
Beat
god!"
about the head.
Sound like Shane Gillis. Oh my god.
Let me look this up. We got by something. I think we had one episode get blocked in like India or something weird like that.
Yeah,
Pull
so
this up.
sorry to it's some country. It's that podcast.
It
is
was
blocked.
some list of countries that don't watch our content. Shrimp Hours 119. It's always Delaware. Partially blocked. How do I see the thing now? Oh, here we go.
it was
Copyrighted the
Cole
NXT
Custer
clip
one.
of Cole Custer dancing
Here, I'll
awkwardly.
play it for you here.
Yes, that clip where Cole
There you go
Custer
for the
was-
viewers that are missing out on the.
Now this one's gonna get cut.
Oh, you just had a grinder notification pop up.
Oh no!
Just ignore that.
That is such a funny clip of him doing the little shuffle. So we got blocked in Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, the Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Russia, and Sri Lanka.
Damn, Middle East does
So-
not like us.
Watch it on Spotify if you're from any of those
Wow.
places.
Whoa, guys! Whoa!
I wish I could check our audience because I don't think anyone from those countries has ever
Dude,
watched.
we are literally like, this has to be a North American podcast. Like, and Andrew R.
I was gonna say,
You know what? I can
Yeah.
probably check
Well
that. I
done.
can look at our analytics.
Oh, Ryan Williams, just like my
I'm gonna
tweet.
check your.
He doesn't know that we just
analytics.
gave him the Drippy Award.
Does he know?
Should I? Yeah, we should add him at Ryan Williams, please.
I
Accept
told
Congrats
his
on your
children.
drip, your Nut of the Year award.
I told the guy who we did last year.
It's
I
like,
forget his
yo.
name though. What's his name?
What was the one last year again? Not
the
the
Daniel
Justin
Hemrick
Allgaier.
one? The non-duo.
Tanner Witt.
Tanner Witt, that's his name. I forgot his name
Yeah.
on the podcast too. I'm pretty
Yeah,
bad.
you win
at
the
that.
you win the Drippies and the Nut Award, and it's literally
Dude,
just a solo
dude,
cup
we
full of
should-
cum.
Dude, we should get like a core trophy, like just the butt plug, and then just write Nut of the Year on it, and then send it to Junior Motorsports.
Can we
Send it,
please
like-
do that?
Dude, we could like literally just put the shop address to Ryan Williams Junior Motorsports. He
It's just
opens
a butt plug with Nut of the Year with like the drip,
Nut
the,
of the Year
the
on it.
drip emoji
or the,
on
or
Can
the
we
it.
shrimp
crowdfund-
trophy.
Could we crowdfund a Nut of the Year to Ryan Williams? Hey,
God.
shop.shrimphub.cool. Buy our merch so we can send Junior Motorsports.
A butt
Uh,
plug. with our
yeah,
logo
Nut of
on
the
it.
Year butt plug.
God.
So I do have our geography here, although the percentage does not make sense. It's saying the US is 60, but the next one's like 1%, which does not make sense.
Oh, it's
So we got
50 countries that add up.
United States, number 1, of course. Canada, so that's DT. Australia, United Kingdom,
Andrew R.
Germany, France, Philippines, Poland, Brazil,
What?
and Singapore.
I don't
That's our
like that many
Philippine.
people, dude. Yeah, if you're a Brazilian Shrimp Hours viewer, send us a letter or send us a mail.
I can
Send-
name 2
send 'em
people
in,
that have
guys.
watched my streams from Brazil. I don't know if they watch this podcast though. I will say the trophy that we should send him. I finally found the picture of it in 2020 in an NR race that Trey sponsored for Knockouts. He found a company that made a shrimp trophy and sent it to the winner of the race.
Hold on.
And I finally found a picture of this fucking thing. Shout out to Tommy and his fucking shrimp trophy. We gotta send one of these to Ryan Williams.
Dude, like we have to. Like we have to.
That looks very questionable. Like from
That's the
far
best
away,
part,
from
yeah.
zoomed out.
We have to do that.
It's like
It's
a red
such-
rocket.
It's such a stiff
The
shrimp.
red rocket. Can we put that in like apostrophes at the bottom, like the red rocket
The
trophy?
Red Rocket Award to the Drippies
To the nut of
paints
the
team.
year. That's the podcast title, I think.
Oh god.
The
Red
Drippies,
Rocket
in
Award for
parentheses,
the nut of the year.
Yeah, red rocket nut of the year.
The Red Rocket Nut of the Year Award.
We're gonna have to wear that on the back of our shirts for the
Speaking
rest
of
of
shirts
time.
we need for the next shrimp meetup.
It's just gonna say the red rocket.
We're already kind of there, but let's play the music.
I forgot how pissed she was for that.
I mean, that's like we've got a new name for like the show
the
is
Red
still called the
Rocket Award.
Drippies, but the winner, yeah, you get the Red Rocket Nut of the Year award.
Dude, what is Ryan Williams gonna think when he gets like a Junior Motorsports addressed piece of like a box, and he's gonna be
Probably
like, "What
think
the
it's funny.
fuck is it?" I hope so.
He'd
And
probably
right,
open it
yeah,
and
we gotta
tweet
write.
it and be like, "Who the fuck's this?"
No, we gotta include a letter in there that's just like to Ryan
It's just
Williams.
a link
This is
to
the
this
Shrimp Hours-
podcast.
like a timestamped link of us being
Yeah.
like, let's send it to Ryan Williams.
No, do a timestamp link of the fucking molasses clip. Just not on the awards. Or the jar. Just the jar.
You're just like, what
bit.
the fuck is this?
Welcome to Jar
actually,
World,
You
motherfucker.
can find this podcast really easily because if it says Red Rocket Nut of the Year on the trophy, that'll just be the name of this podcast. So
Yeah, so
He'll
we'll
just
have a
know.
letter with it that just says "Look it up on
To future
YouTube."
Ryan Williams, after you receive your trophy, I hope you enjoy. We love you.
Put it on the shelf with all the race wins. Junior
Send us
Motorsports
a picture at Shrimp Hub
Xfinity
Cool.
Championship Shrimp Trophy. Done.
Rest in peace to your ears for a second. Hold on. Ow. Oh, I went pretty far.
What the fuck?
Popping bottles. He's doing the
Alright.
twist bottle.
Real
I'll do my
fast.
best to make it happen.
Like grazed my chin on the way up.
I'll help. I'll help you out, Ben. I forgot to include in the 2 minutes of football, but shout out to Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, whose houses got broken into this past weekend.
Oh, I heard about that.
Really? Holy
They
shit.
so they've already investigated. They said it's part of a transnational crime ring, from
Are
South
they like
America.
just hitting famous
There is no
people's
way that
houses?
Yeah.
entire national team is
Well,
trans.
they've been targeting athletes' homes. So they hit Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis and Minnesota Timberwolves guard Mike Conley Jr. as well.
Oh shit, they've been in Milwaukee. God damn.
Damn.
Yeah, they're not visiting your house, Cody.
So they're specifically targeting like rich athletes and stealing their shit.
Yeah,
Was
I
it while
guess
they were
they're-
at the game?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're figuring out like when they're at away games, and while they're at away games, they're breaking into their house.
That's fucked
Jesus
up.
Christ.
That's diabolical.
Yeah,
That
they
is
hit Travis,
diabolical.
Kelsey's, and Mahomes like within 24 hours of each other.
Damn.
Some fucking.
Some rat shit.
That's some rad shit. Dude, I was thinking like get some security cameras. I was watching a YouTube video. I forget who it was. Sponsored by some like security camera company. And they were like, oh, you can look at the cameras on your phone. And it has AI to detect who comes into your house and figure out if they're a threat or not. And I was
Well,
like,
who do you think that AI is?
I was like, that's a point for it? It's supposed to like recognize your face and like not throw an alarm if it knows who you are.
Even
You
then,
like
like, I
some
don't trust that shit.
random camera company.
Well,
Yeah, you're just gonna get fucking. Somebody's gonna log into your camera while hacking it and then just fucking kill you.
Well, in addition to that obvious security threat, yeah, you walk in like carrying groceries with like your hood up or something. It thinks you're a burglar and fucking.
Yeah, I
sets
just thought
an
it was
alarm off.
crazy that they were like advertising that as a feature that it like
I will
has
say
AI
that is
face
a
by the
detection.
way, all
that's
those
a
camera
typical security
companies,
feature, by the way.
No, but
all
like
those camera
face
companies
detection?
have
Yes, face
agreements.
detection is a normal thing now.
They have agreements with local law enforcement that they can access your camera feed without a warrant.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why you close the privacy.
Yeah, don't
thing when you're
buy
not using it.
anything Amazon as far as like
Ring,
because they'll just
Amazon,
Ring
Skybell.
doorbells. Why do you think they're giving them
Nest.
out for free? They did that close to my area. They're giving out like free Ring doorbells. I'm like, you know why they're giving them out for free, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Part of the surveillance state. Don't do it.
Cody, I'm sorry. Cody just bought a fucking Ring doorbell. Like
Oh my god, are you serious?
I'll move
Oh,
I'll
no.
move that one to an exterior. I'll buy a different one. And I keep the privacy thing closed whenever I'm not home. Or whenever I'm home, I mean. I only open it up when I'm gone, where I'd actually need to be seen if there's any
Dude, yeah.
intruders.
They're gonna
I
be
will
tracking
say-
you during your runs.
I've
Tracking
learned
me.
through lived
Track my
experience
sack.
that
Rusty would love this part of the podcast.
some retailers as well have deals with law enforcement. So not my employer, but some do have like things where law enforcement can just come in and crack open the cameras like
Some
whenever they
large
want.
blue ones, perhaps.
Perhaps, but the red state is protected, so we don't.
I didn't mean that
We
kind of
don't-
blue. I meant the store itself. But yeah.
I also meant the red store itself. Idiot.
Yeah, get with the lingo.
I said red
Yeah.
state. Any Animal Planet this week? Now that it's getting cold, them animals are going off to hibernate and shit.
Took Ellie for a walk today in her little see-through plexiglass backpack that I bought.
Oh.
My roommate got one of those clear backpacks as well, and we take Serena out for like 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, she's like fucking done, and we have to bring her back in.
He wants to run around, jump on shit.
Hey, Cody, you should just let Ellie loose inside that one grocery store next to your house. I bet all those people that be acting crazy up in there be shredded real quick.
I don't
have
go
their
to the
thumbs
grocery-
bit.
I don't go to that grocery store anymore. Going back to like the drip or drown. Fucking.
Yeah, we need to cull the herd.
That-
Over there. Just let Ellie
That
loose and she'll
grocery
handle
store
it.
was the worst thing in the city. Its only redeeming quality was that it's literally a block away. But no, I do not go there anymore.
I do
it's
have
out of. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I do have a minor Animal Planet, and it's a corporation.
Okay.
It is Google themselves.
Corporations are people, my friend. What'd they do?
So they're animals. So for Google Fi customers like myself, you're able to get a Pixel Watch 3 LTE pretty much for free. You get like $150 off, and then you could either apply for a credit report, which would be it's pretty much free off that,
Okay.
or you pay, like for me, I paid $350, and then they'll rebate your you for the next 24 months, so it equals that $350 or whatever.
Right.
Well, it turns out that deal only lasted 3 days. That deal is no longer available. Thankfully, I got the watch and it's coming tomorrow. But for everyone else that was not like on the dial, that deal is no longer available. It was supposed to be available until January, and it is off now.
3 days? That's fucked up.
It lasts 3 days. I think they saw that there was a shitload of people buying all the Pixel 3
They're
watches.
like, we're gonna
for
lose a
free.
lot of fucking money. for
Yes, so
these
they
watches.
just immediately cut it off. So
Damn.
Google is the Animal Planet. I'm so
That re-
glad, like I bought it.
That's crazy.
Bringing up Google also reminds me, I don't know where I saw, I think it was an Adam Stern article. Apparently there's an antitrust lawsuit against Google, and part of the thing is they're gonna have to sell Chrome off, so it won't be
They
under
are
the Google.
They are a monopoly.
It's true
So they're
because like
getting
doesn't
broken up.
everything runs on Chrome too, right? Yeah, here we go. It'll have to sell off Google Chrome. Damn.
Oh, this is that apparently was rumored as of 20 minutes ago. The U.S. government and the DOJ have officially called for the breakup of Google, whatever this fucking money Google thing is, and Chrome.
Apple. I mean, the Alphabet company. So I believe they have to get rid of Chrome. I believe Android was also part of it.
Yeah. Blow up Android. Let's see.
Yeah, so Android's going to be separated from it, and Chrome's going to be separated from it.
I guess that's good.
The interesting part of this is this might fuck Firefox, because the only reason... So, if you didn't know this, Google was paying Firefox pretty much $40 million to exist.
Because it was the only
default.
like it was the only competitor, because even like Microsoft Edge runs on Chromium, right?
Correct. So because they were the only competitor, they're paying him money to exist.
Damn.
Because they're the default search. So they might cancel that, which might hurt Firefox, unfortunately.
Damn.
Which I'm disappointed in, because I switched everything to Firefox.
Wow.
After the whole ad blocking shit that they went through.
Dude, did you see? I saw a thing. They're giving YouTube Premium members ads sometimes now.
I've seen people complaining about that. I have
supposedly-
not seen any ads yet.
I saw a thing where like people who literally pay for the thing that gets rid of ads still get served some, like very rarely Google will be like, here's this new campaign, like we really want to push this out there, and they will even show ads to people that have paid to not see ads. I have yet to see it, but
I have a
crazy
premium
work.
and I got ads a couple times, but it was because I had signed out and signed in somewhere else. I had to sign back in on my phone. Once I signed back in, I still got an ad, but then I just turned off the app, turned it back on, made sure I was signed in, and I didn't get that anymore. But yeah, I did get. There was like a while where I was like, I got premium. Why am I watching ads right now? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and Google said that it's been a mistake, but I know Google, unfortunately. So it's possibly, but I have yet to seen one, and I have premium.
It was only like specific like things that they are advertising. Like it was some like Google related thing. So it wasn't like a normal ad. It was like, here's a special Google thing. People were like, I paid to not see this.
I guess kind of Animal Planet, maybe not really. We forgot to talk about Coda next year getting the reconfiguration.
Down. Yeah.
Oh, good. Are they
I
cutting?
did forget to talk about that in the
down
news.
like 20 of the S's finally.
Well,
So they're finally doing what many people sort of have been wanting, because the caution laps take 5 goddamn years.
So I was confused. Doesn't this just take away 2
There you go.
passing zones? Like, because isn't turn 12 with the super long straight one of them? Like, it's not going to be a passing zone now that doesn't have a long straight leading up to it, right?
Well, I think it's different to F1 in that you don't need a huge straight to pass. Like in NASCAR, you can kind of make a passing
The next gens
zone
you can't
anywhere.
pass either way. So what's the difference?
That's a good point. Like
Why did they?
There's not a lot of passes that took place. There's just nonsense in that hairpin. I remember people
I
kept
like them
dumping
running
each other
the,
there.
like, yeah, I don't want to write it off before it happens, but like the
I'm
one thing
fine
I
with
do,
this.
yeah, the one thing I do like with it, true,
Crazy work.
yeah, the cautions will be a lot more bearable, I think, which is important because you're not gonna have to run all that extra thing.
You
I
have
wish
to
they would do
remember,
this
though, we are talking about NASCAR. The cautions are going to be the same length no matter what.
They're gonna do more laps.
We're gonna they're gonna.
We can
introduce
literally
some-
fix that problem by just not having stage breaks, but we're not going to do that.
What if? I mean, call me crazy.
They did
Why?
fix that problem, and then they brought it back, which is even crazier.
If they're
Because
gonna do
fans were like,
that,
oh, the race was boring. It's like, shut the
When
fuck up.
one boring race.
if they're gonna do that, why do they not? I mean, this is it would fuck with the mileage of the race. I just realized, but why would you not just have the green flag laps like on the full configuration? Then anytime they need to go under caution, just have them cut like half the.
I agree, and they should do that
Yeah.
in America too.
They should do that for all road
But then it's
courses.
like, oh, the
Yeah, they should
mileage
have
of the
point
race
where
wouldn't be accurate,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Neither is the same one of these overtime races where it's like a 400-mile race on paper, but then it ends up going like 480 because of all the fucking overtime laps.
I agree.
saw it suggested at Road America, which doesn't even matter because they don't race there anymore. But it was
Yeah.
like, because the cautions took so long at Road America, it was like in that turn 5, like right after the Johnsonville Bridge area.
Yeah,
I
just keep
think.
going straight.
Just have them, cut through and
Yeah.
then just do a lap around.
The stadium super truck configuration.
Oh, this does remind me. There are 2 pieces of news that I also forgot to talk about in the news section. One,
Yeah, because we also took over.
yeah, that's true. JTG Doherty is changing their names because the J and JG and TG got bought out, and they're going to be called Hayak Motorsports. Because the new guy who owns it has a shipping company called that from the Northwest.
Interesting.
So yeah, look out for
It's disappointing because
Hayak.
Doherty is currently doing Cavs broadcast.
Well, I was gonna say he must be out then if it's just called
Yeah.
that. Like,
Well, he's still doing TV stuff, which I think is honestly a good thing. Because now you have a commentator that's not going to be directly invested in a team.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope it's not a money team type situation. But I'm a little bit worried because they lost Kroger and now they have
Well, yeah,
sold
but they
to
still
some
yeah,
have
other.
but they still have a charter.
Yeah,
They
they
do
still have a charter.
charter.
They still have a Stenhouse. Like they'll figure it out. I did think all the memes were funny. Of like, this sounds like a 2006 like just start and park team that you'd see.
Yeah,
on
that's kind of
JC.
exactly what I thought. Just
Yeah,
ugh.
Could you imagine
Uh,
a chartered team starting parking?
dude,
NASCAR would be so fucking
get that
pissed.
money.
I don't think they're allowed to do that.
They would take their charter away, which they're allowed to do now.
Yeah,
under
but
the
they
new
could do
agreement.
it for the entire season, make that bank, and then bail.
I have
true.
one more piece of news specifically for slap shoes. I have very bad news.
Oh no.
And it's not Jersey Mike's.
They are renaming Come and Go,
What?
and it's going to be changing to Maverick to match the rest of the Maverick stuff.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna buy one of those
Damn it.
signs and hang it up behind my streaming setup.
So, yeah, there will be no
Slap's
more
looking
Come
to see
and
where
gonna
he
Go.
can fit his.
Where's my come and
Yeah.
go hat?
Right, I'm gonna put it like on the front of my house, just like it, like above my front door is just gonna be a giant neon come and go. Oh, you have that hat on standby.
Aw.
It was just right next to his chair, ready to go.
Can we talk about one other piece of news?
Come man.
Sure.
Can we talk about the Jaguar? Well, first, me
Oh, the
mispronouncing
Jaguar.
Jaguar, but
Oh, yeah.
secondly,
Jaguar.
the new logo.
Jaguar.
And did the Lions beat them so bad they had to change logos?
No, the car company changed their logos, but like,
oh.
I don't know. I saw a lot of people throwing up a big stink about this, but I didn't really
Yeah,
care
it's
that
like-
much. It's owned
It's
by
the
the Chinese
minimalist thing
anyway.
again. They got rid of the cat.
The thing
Well,
that
yeah.
I don't like about it is it's the combination of uppercase and lowercase letters on the same thing.
That's stupid.
Ah, who cares?
Yeah, it's like okay, it's
They're
gonna
trying
be a
to be
fucking
all
thing on a-
cute little. They're making electric cars now. They stopped making all of their normal cars, and they're just going to become like an electric car brand. I don't
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
particularly care
Who
about
cares?
that.
I
Have
Dude,
fun in the
speaking of-
dustbin of history.
Yeah.
Speaking of who cares? Shout out to viewer Matthew Hall.
Oh, big
who-
fan. We met him at CTMP.
yeah, we met on
Yeah.
CTMP.
There was a post about the Ottawa Senators losing 5-2 versus Edmonton. Like it was just some random Canadian podcast, right? And he tagged me and just quoted who cares?" Like just tagged me in the post and just said who cares? I gave it a like because I was like, yeah, who gives a fuck? But like at the same time, I thought it was funny that he thought of it. So shout out to Matthew Hall.
That's based.
That is based. Can we talk about can you expand slap shoes for a second here? Is that not a feature that we have? Okay,
not
whatever.
not
I just wanted to
well.
point out the circle jerk of drivers he had behind it. He has Mark Martin, fucking IGA man, and Brad Keselowski just staring at him at all times, and I don't know if I like it.
3 cardboard cutouts.
I'm gonna get the Eric on
pointed in-
Rolla Waffle House one. I'm just gonna be like that meme where the girl just has like all the dudes behind her. The
Maybe
sofa.
that's what's dude. All right, you took
Let
my
me actually-
all right,
hold
we
on.
got to do fan mail.
Let me get a screenshot of my Discord window. One of the reasons I never work on this because I need a Discord with like 5 dudes in it in order to like make the stuff line up. So I'm just gonna screenshot that and use that for the future. So maybe I'll actually have working stuff where I can expand people and people can leave without breaking everything, but probably not.
We'll
Real
see.
quick, I know we haven't really done like a media check-in, but just
I was about to roll into that, yeah.
I forgot what someone said earlier, but it reminded me of it. I've been watching just a couple like little mini like YouTube documentaries about the Mandela effect recently. Dude, there's some on there that were like making my brain break.
Like what?
Like, did you know that the Monopoly guy never had a monocle?
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
did
a
you know
classic.
Looney Tunes was spelled tunes as in like music, not
Yeah, music
Toon
tunes,
as in
yeah.
like cartoons?
That one I knew. That one everyone was going off of. I think
Did
I
you
watched
know
enough Looney
Fruit
Tunes
Loops
as a
is
kid.
spelled F-R-O-O-T?
I knew that
Yeah.
one too. I've eaten enough Fruit Loops, yeah.
Have you not looked at the box?
I don't know. There's just a lot of those that were throwing me off. And then
It's just one of those things that your mind just makes up what you think is happening when
Yeah,
it's
'cause,
not
like-
actually happening.
the most
Yeah.
famous one, the Fruit of the Loom one, like not having the cornucopia.
Wasn't that
Dude,
fake?
That
Didn't
one,
they-
no. I swear, because I keep reading shit, and I swear I have a very similar memory where I literally learned what a cornucopia was by seeing it on that logo, like asking my parents, like, "Hey, what the fuck is that like poop looking thing?" Like
I'm pretty
that's
sure that
have
one
been a
was
different
proved to
logo.
not be true.
I
Oh,
think
really?
the
Look it
best
up.
people can fathom is that they had like some commemorative ones, like around like fall time, where they would have like
Oh,
a cornucopia. on
It's like the Bernstein Bears. Like
Yeah, no,
you
this
just
one was real.
remember it.
Yeah, no, this one was real. It had one, and then they got rid of it after a bit.
I swear shit like that is an examples of us living in like parallel dimensions, and every now and then there being like glitches
That is the
or hitches in the
conspiracy.
system. Or
Yeah,
literally
it's the
living in the Matrix, and
Bernstein
yeah,
Bears.
And
I'm sure
that's
anybody
just
says.
a theory.
that's us seeing. That's our version of us seeing like two
The
black
only
cats
one
like,
that's
walk
ever
by.
specifically gotten me is the Pikachu tail one, where like
Yeah.
I remember him having like the part like
the
the
black
brown part
part,
on the
the-
end of his
the
tail,
black
yeah,
tip.
but he doesn't have one.
The thing
But
that
it's
probably
always
makes me
been
think
yellow.
that is that's how his ears are. That's probably.
I would
what
say
it
Yeah,
for
that's
me
what
is
it
the
is.
Star Wars C-3PO having the silver
Oh,
leg.
the
Yeah.
Dude, there's some of those that were just tripping me out. It's like,
I
no
mean,
way those are.
It's
I
just
do
one
like
of those
some of those
things. Your
videos 'cause they make you feel
your
all weird.
mind's just going to make up things.
Febreze never had 2 E's in the spelling. It was always just
I knew
one
that one
E.
too. I think I have a Febreze. Yeah, dude, I literally have a Febreze right here with one E.
The
Can't see it.
cornucopia was never there, apparently.
Oh yeah, that's
CGT?
why it's the most controversial one, because there are people that are like, no, like I literally learned what a cornucopia was by seeing it on that logo and then asking my folks like, hey, what is that?
That is funny.
Dude, yeah, that's weird. I mean, again, like
lot of
the
them-
plausible theory is like that it was just a different logo and you've over time just associated it with Fruit of the Loom. But at the same time, like, yeah, it's hard to
Those
not
are some of the
trust your memory
crazier
on
ones.
things.
The linguistic ones, I feel like get broke down really quickly. Like Fruit
Yeah.
Loops is like you don't expect fruit to be spelled that way, but at the same time,
Like
Looney
Looney
Tunes,
Tunes, you
like you
associate
think
it
it's
with
gonna be that way.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father one. Everyone forgets that like
Hey, no,
That's
I
just
am
line
know
your
I am
father.
your
It's just
father,
I
yeah.
know I am your father, but everyone probably just throws Luke in there so people know what the fuck the context.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the
But
reference
those
over
visual
time.
ones are kind of crazy. Like the cornucopia. Like that's a spicy one.
That's like the most.
Yeah,
hot
that
one
that
where
one's
it's
like
just-
that one's like the most obvious one. That's the one that like gets me just razzed. I'm just like, no, it had a cornucopia. I know it did.
Yeah, you're not convincing me otherwise. Like that's a
Yeah.
glitch in the matrix, and we now are finally having glimpses of evidence of it.
I wonder what the
Nope.
next generation of the Mandela effect is going to be like. What are the Zoomer kids going to like be like? No, that was absolutely like that, and they're going to be
Hey, remember
like,
that
no,
one
you're
podcast
stupid.
with all those idiots where they'd talk about fucking butt plugs and fucking nutting? And,
nobody remembers that.
yeah, what are you talking about?
People are gonna forget.
I
that the
guarantee
outlap
you, there's
ever
gonna be like
existed.
some like idiot like Gen Alpha kid who's gonna be like, no, I'm telling you, Skibbity Toilet. They had a video game. It's called Half Life.
That'll just be lost media.
I'm telling you, my toxic trait is believing this podcast is just recorded into a void and never goes out anywhere. Like this is just on the internet forever.
I
like
mean,
for
Well, the
anybody
issue
to
with
see.
like the Mandela
Except
effect
for
now
episode
is like
90. That wasn't real. That's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I would think it would be the internet has ruined that from being a thing.
It's a double-edged sword because like everything is just out there in the internet, but then every single second there's more and more shit being put out to just bury your
Yeah,
content.
so you
in
could
the
remember
internet.
a meme a certain way, but then someone else could have created it, and that one's the one that got popular.
There's
Like,
something
oh,
to be
I-
said for like lost media and like things that you just cannot experience anymore. One of the like I got a couple things to talk about here. One of the things I grew up on was Little Big Planet. Fucking amazing game. Loved that shit.
yep.
Early days of the PS3 as like a 10-year-old kid or whatever, going nuts. And almost all of the content was like user created content. And I had like all these lists of levels that I would replay over and over and over again as a kid, and I fucking loved it.
Gone.
And I cannot ever have that experience again because the servers got hacked and then broke, and now they're just gone. I cannot play the video games that I played as a kid because they were on the internet, and they are no longer on the internet.
There's no like
Sad.
Steam or online or like computer versions like that fans have made or like
No, it was on the
ports.
PS3.
It was all on the PlayStation, and it was all on their servers.
Damn.
And someone hacked it, and it broke everything, and it's never been playable.
I will say on lost media topics, it was so it's the band Dream Theater, their song Pull Me Under. The Spotify version of it, I noticed the ending is chopped early. And like I know it's chopped early because I've heard the full version of the song.
Well, we played Clone Hero.
Yeah, so Clone Hero is the only place on the internet I've been able to find the actual full song with the full ending, because every single like Spotify is cut short, all the YouTube uploads from like 10 years ago are
There's
cut
probably
short.
some random YouTube upload that has it.
There
Like a
probably
fan,
is, but I mean like
And like 240p. It is.
Yeah.
Going back to Star Wars, they love losing media and replacing it with some nonsense and covering it up on every platform ever.
Yeah, fuck you, George Lucas.
Dude, I not to dox myself too hard, but someone on my street filled out the fucking Google thing that says like blur my house on Street View. And if
oh yeah.
if
That just
anyone-
ruined your street, didn't it?
If anyone ever fills out that form, it deletes all previous Street View of that location and all future Street View, and for forever I will never ever be able to see my house on Street View or any of the pictures they took dating back to 2007. And this is something that I like earlier this year. I was like, oh look, cool, look at how my house looked in 2007. You can go through all the way from 2007. They went past my house like 20 times. And
But here,
one-
DT, I got a
one
plan for you.
motherfucker filled out the form, and I can never see that again.
I got a plan for you, DT. You just
Can I
buy a
what?
magazine, because those things happen. You cut out letters. You rearrange them so they make
I know
sentences.
which house it is because it's blurred out.
You know what house it is. I mean, I'm not saying
You know
do.
what time it is.
Yeah,
It's
I
time
looked it up on
for
Reddit.
domestic terrorism.
I looked it up because I was
Zodiac killer.
curious. And people have had that where like they've moved into a house where like the previous owner had blurred it, and they've straight up told Google like, hey man, can I like see my house? And they will not do it. They refuse to do it. It is like set in stone. Like that whole section of street is
I
locked
was
to
about to
that
say,
1 year.
can you send him a thing on their behalf telling him put the fucking Street View back up?
Just pretend I'm them.
An anonymous letter just in the mail.
You talking about Star Wars and lost media? Like, isn't it true? Like, the only people who have ever seen the original theatrical release of the original Star Wars from 1977 were the people that saw it in theaters that summer. Like the VHS tapes, the DVDs, They're all altered in some way. The original
No.
cut, I don't think, has ever been seen.
Jabba
No,
the Hutt was just a
so-
dude.
So, as far as like the title part, yes, I believe. But people have stitched together the laser discs and the Blu-rays and everything else, as well as people have been able to find the actual film. There's a whole like group of people that have restored the original Star Wars as well as Empire and Jedi to make it back to the original.
If you have enough people that care, they can really make that happen.
Yes, so I do have that version. I'm not trying to call myself old.
You pirated it? Hmm?
Well, I do own
There's no
the
way to
actual
buy
films. So George
Yeah, so
Lucas
you're
and
good.
Disney can go fuck themselves.
He stole
But they
the film
should,
reels, the original film reels from
Yeah, I'll have
Skywalker
to
Ranch.
look up
Mickey
the original Star Wars, and I forget what it's called. Go
All right,
ahead,
anyway.
yeah, while I figure it out.
There's
Last-
an early day NR crash compilation. I've been just speaking of lost media of just shit that just gets
Yeah.
buried in the internet. It's just a very vivid video I always remember watching, and like I can see it in my brain. Like it used a lot of the GTP mod, like the first half used like one of the Halo like soundtrack songs, but I just have never been able to re-find
Dude.
it.
Damn.
On that note, I don't know if it's lost media or not, but I have a similar. It's probably a unique experience here because I was the only one of us that really like grew up with technology. So like I remember being like 4 or 5 years old on early YouTube, and there are so many videos that I can like picture and remember. I don't have enough of the details because I was so young to fully like go back and remember what it was. So like I'll just never experience those videos again, kind of like your little Big Planet thing where it's like I
dude.
can't pick out enough details to know what it is.
Well, that one I like know exactly what they are, and I know how they went, and I can just never have that experience.
Yeah,
again.
like I can
I'm
see a
like,
little bit of it, but
I'm a huge nostalgia fan, and that like pains me physically
go.
to not be able to play the video games I played as a kid.
It is called Harmy's
Harmy's-
Despecialized Edition.
Despecialized is pretty good.
Man.
Last touch on the media check-in. Core is back. Core is based. Tune in on Monday nights. Cody got wrecked. I mean, so did I, but anyway, it was fun.
yeah, shout out to these two right above me for making Core happen.
Shout out to Critical
it's back.
Path Security, saved Core.
Thank you.
Appreciate them.
Yeah, dude, it's back and better than ever. Like I will say, I think on a social side and a broadcast side, we are like pushing new heights for Core this year.
Dude, the
So I'm really
look of
excited.
it, I am so happy with that look that we came up with, the like gradient
you didn't know,
sunset.
me
That
and
was DT and Caleb. I'll call
me
you
and
guys
DT,
out.
We
Great.
sat down for like 2 or 3 hours one like random late night and
More
just
than that, I think.
it
I
was
think
a
it was
while.
like one of those like 1 a.m.
yeah, we
to
sat
5
down.
a.m. type beats.
Yeah, dude, it was just like a little creative session. It was based, and yeah, I like the look that we came up with, and I mean, yeah.
Dude,
But
here,
thank
I'll-
you, Kate.
real quick.
Caleb, for doing the is great as always, as well as Zach and Pike. Appreciate you all.
Real quick, look at how
Yeah.
fucking good this shit looks, dude. I love it.
Red Rocket Nut of the Year winner Ryan Williams complimented on this. So
It's true. Red Rocket Nut of the Year winner commented and said, I want to steal this design.
can we just call him that for the rest of the time? I'm just gonna call him Red Rocket Nut of the Year winner instead of his name.
Well, until someone else takes it
Next year.
next year. All right, let's read some emails.
Send in your fucking
We better have like
mail.
5 fucking emails.
I was gonna say this already gets told we have like
This has been the longest
28.
podcast.
Your fucking
We might be
God
pushing.
damn.
Send them in, guys. Wash your fucking hands, slap. I don't give a
Although we
fuck,
did
man.
edit out
You
like
better
20
send in
minutes
those
of it.
emails at this point. Welcome to
Yeah, it was like 10.
mail.
Fan 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 mail.
world. Fan world.
They're gonna catch on to
If
that meta if you're not
you
careful.
want to wish Ryan Williams a congratulations on his Red Rocket,
Red
Nut of the
Rocket
Year award,
Nut of the
Hey,
Year.
I will personally
send it to
ensure that
ShrimpHoursPresents at
every
gmail.com.
email, every emailer just include the words "Congratulations to Red Rocket Nut of the Year winner." If you include that in your email submission, I will make sure it is included in the trophy box that we send to Junior Motorsports.
It will not
So
be included in the trophy
it's
box.
going
Uh,
to be
and the
included.
junior.
I will force it.
Send us other questions, comments, and concerns as well.
If you have a red rocket, send us an email.
No.
All right, we have 15 emails this week.
Oh my god!
All right,
to be
let's
fair,
roll through these. Let's roll through these.
4 of them are from the same person, which I think might be a new record.
We're fine.
Ban them. Welcome to Ban World.
Carl writes in.
Ban mail.
And he says, Shrimp Hours 122 Slap discusses Operation Market Garden. And he says, me, an intellectual, and included a meme from Team Fortress, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a slap thing.
This is part of the Trollger loadout.
Sure.
So you just load out with like a rocket launcher that does no damage to yourself or anybody else, but it gives you like greater mobility. And the Market Gardener gives you critical hits when you hit somebody while you're midair. So you just like land on top of people and hit them at the same time and just insta kill them. And so you just see like these random dudes just like flying across the map, just trying to land on people and do insta kills. Thus, the soldier becomes the Trollger.
Mark writes in, and he says, I just realized the Celtics, the Chiefs, the Dodgers, and Joey Logano all won championships in 2024. We are in the worst fucking timeline. That's tough. I'm writing this before Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, and since we can't have nice things, I'm predicting Paul beats up a near 60-year-old man.
We didn't talk about that on the media check-in. We got to see Mike Tyson's.
It wasn't even worth talking about.
We got to see Mike Tyson's ass.
Yeah, we got to see the cheeks.
He says, will it be better next year? Fuck no. The Chiefs are 9-0, and the three-peat is inevitable. Good news. They fucking lost.
Yeah, good news.
Carl writes in.
We're so back.
He says, you fucked it, Ben and DT. Oh, he's mad about the IP address. To be fair, Ben wanted to put the Shrimp Hub IP address, but like you can't do that for websites
cloud,
anymore,
unfortunately, so it doesn't work that way.
So instead, I put up a camera of I found just on like the unsecured security cameras thing. I just found a camera from the airfield that looks at Daytona Speedway.
I didn't know there was that much effort put into that. I thought that was just like random numbers.
Yeah, I thought that was random numbers too.
Hold on, so I can type this in and go somewhere.
There's deep
Carl
lore
typed
in
it
that
in, but
thumbnail.
he's mad. He says I put in the IP for the south camera, and I should have done the north.
Dude, I'm looking at Daytona right now. Hold on.
Do this at your own risk.
It is like an unsecure site.
Yes, do it at your own risk.
It should have gone to some other URL. Okay.
If you have access to it, so does everyone else. So Caleb's gonna get himself a second virus.
Hey, I'm on a fucking VPN right now. They're gonna have to crack my shit open.
So he sent me a link to a different camera view, which is just on the other side, but it's the same thing. What's the difference?
Are we just cracking open the fucking Daytona
Oh,
cameras
you're saying
right now?
this one points at NASCAR HQ instead of the track. Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that would have been funny. Oh well.
Bad joke,
Only
bad
one
execution.
person.
All right. Learn your
joke.
cardinal directions before you wreck yourself.
Fucking
Wow,
kill
dude.
yourself, loser. Who was this?
He says this is from Carl. This joke
Dude,
landed
shut the
about
fuck up. You're a little
as good
kid.
as
Yeah,
this
you are a
Embry
little
Riddle
kid.
Diamond.
Shut up.
1 out of 10.
You're 1 out of 10
All right,
years
next
old.
email. Next
It
email.
says, also,
Go.
did Ben go to Riddle? How does he know about the random ass Flightline camera? I literally just looked on the fucking unsecure camera website.
Yeah, it was DT. I came up with something different that didn't work.
Keegan says, to Luke, dude, we got
Thank you, Carl.
emailers from one
Emailing
emailer
each
to
other.
like we got cross emails.
This is why we leak email addresses on this show, so you can just do it yourself without us being the middleman.
Keegan says, Luke, you had your grandpa die and a Joey Logano championship in the same year. I pray for you, pal. Sorry for the loss.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Keegan sent another email that says, Caleb, I like you, but I'm about to insult you. Thanks. Hey Shrimps, first of all, yes, I do live in Minnesota. We got his ass from his license plate. That's hilarious.
Dude, we geoguessed his fucking city.
Yes, that was the one that we geoguessed as the crash.
That's
It
hilarious.
took like no time either.
It's a no-fault state, so stop worrying about it. I don't know what that means. Caleb, I already told you to die in a separate episode. I've been one step ahead of you the entire time. You live in Tennessee. Your family tree is probably a circle. I'd like to go back to
Just a
something
stick.
wholesome. I like all you guys, nothing against anyone, but I'd like to thank Slap for the suggestion a couple years back now about the 7-part series on the history of the Minnesota Vikings. Enjoying as usual, from Keegan.
Keegan, you live in Minnesota. You get 5 feet of snow, and you want to fucking kill yourself. So die. I don't care.
Yeah, now's the
There's nothing
time
going
to
for
take
you.
your vitamin D. Don't forget your vitamin D, for the love of God.
I'll
Seasonal
give him a
depression
fucking
is coming.
vitamin D. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Keegan hopefully is an adult.
The next email is the 3rd in a row from Keegan, who says, "Hey Shrimps, I was curious on what you thought on your own podcast, It Sucks, which is why I asked these questions. Whether you want to answer one or both is up to you, but the question is, what's the best 5-episode streak that you guys like the most? Or
None.
the best
Zero.
or funniest episodes you've
None.
produced?"
There's never been a funny
I
episode.
want to start rating
What's
our
the
episodes
molasses?
on like a 1 to 5-star scale, so I can just like keep track of which ones are good.
The thing
'cause
is
some of
like
them are
molasses
really
is good
bad.
for that one section, but I don't remember how good the rest of the episode was, because that's
Yeah,
all
it
really
doesn't really
days.
matter because that was so funny.
Yeah, that is an all-time. I'm trying to think of like all-time Shrimp Hours clips. We have a
jar.
We
Google
should
Doc
do
of
like a
this.
seasonal, like the best
Like,
clips, the
yeah,
best
yeah.
of season 1, best of
A
season
nut
2.
That's what we did
drown
on
or
for episode
die on this
100.
show.
Keegan listed off some of their favorites. Number 5, The Nastiest Hotel. Number 7, ICUP. Number 19, The Bench. 28, Molasses Pompeii. There it is. And 64, Seaman Dog are the 5 best. But 3 honorable mentions include 16, Bucket of Chicken, 58, Demon Core, and 62, Amish Pie. That's all. Enjoying as usual, from Keegan.
I like the jar.
Dude, Jar
Welcome
World, I
to
think.
Jar World.
Yeah, welcome to Jar World.
That's one of the few
Geico,
where I
Geico.
I'm just
remember
gonna go
just
off
not being able
fucking
to
title.
breathe.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go off title vibes. 10-cent
Yeah,
beer
me-
night is a classic.
Yeah.
That was
Loose
years in
Dogs
the
1.
making.
Dude, all of the Loose Dogs ones. Loose Dogs 3 in particular, I think, was a banger.
Molasses Pompeii.
Or,
Crush Depth Pizza Party, the season 1 finale, banger.
dude, Crushed Dev Pizza Party is a fucking.
Hold on,
banger.
can we talk about the generational run that we went on for? So 45 was the Indianapolis IRL episode from the porch. So it went Big Dick Ben, Pigpen Pisser, Downtown China, Brain Damage for Peanuts, Rainbow Valley, which was like the suicide thing on the fucking mountain where it was just
Yeah.
Mount Everest.
Yeah.
base. Crush Depth Pizza Party, interracial
Based.
cart mating, shrimps on strike, dominoes at the DMZ, unpersoned, and then no one cares about Iowa is a 10-episode run is insane. Like that has to be some of our best work, just all together like that.
Also,
Fuck Jordan with the
nihilism,
bowls,
calm, and
that's-
misery. Like,
Yeah, Benzabroni, another solid episode.
Dude,
Sucking on
Nihilism,
pony
Calm, and
juice.
Misery was fun.
That's another fun stretch. Seaman Dog, Benzabroni, Nihilism, Cum, and Misery, Sucking on Pony Juice, and On the Spectrum is a 5 weeks.
I got him. Still got him.
Oh god.
I still have, dude, I forgot to give you the jars. When did we meet?
Hey, yo.
Jars, plural?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so I
That
don't know
was-
if we told
Filled
that
them
story
up.
on the podcast.
That
Yeah,
was
but
the-
so I had been in Secret Shrimp Miss last year. There were supposed to be jars, like all those ponies were in individual jars when I was sending them to them, and I tried mailing them out, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not sending these like this," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I have the jars like they're in my closet back here somewhere. But
I'm sure they're in
halfway
your
full.
You
closet.
have to
Yeah.
empty them before you mail them.
Halfway
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
I
I
might have
do
bought
need
my
the
own
Geico
ponies.
No, they're
Gecko.
full, but they were left by the furnace. They've been boiling in the.
We do need a Geico.
That is
Gecko
the last step. I
figurine.
need the Geico Gecko.
Shout out to
Alright.
episode 90, Mountain Lion Bestiality, Shrimp Hours Lost Media.
Yeah. The next email comes in from a good friend from Down Under, Andrew R, who says, DT asked a question, episode 122. I'd like to hear your thoughts on supercars being as stupid as NASCAR. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Andrew R says, the short answer is it's stupid. The long answer is that Racing Australia acquired V8 supercars in 2021. They're a vampire venture capital company.
Oh.
Its accounts are opaque. We can only assume that's probably backed by Fox Sports Australia, etc. The bottom line is the bottom line. The only people who like the public idea of the playoffs are psychopaths, psychophants, and people with obvious business interests. As for the championship itself, you can't actually make the general public care. In the words of Alan Moffat, proud Canadian and 4 times champion and 4 times winner of the Bathurst 500 and 1000, the championship only allows you to write a 1 on the door. Winning Bathurst lets you write your name to immortality. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
I will
guess.
tell you, the bots like were pissed at me because I commented on one of the videos for supercars. And I just got tons of bots on there saying NASCAR is a lot more exciting with this format, and since when don't watch if you don't like it. I'm like, guys, like this is
That's
literally
such a
NASCAR 20
stupid
years
attitude.
ago.
Don't watch if you don't like it.
I do think it's funny
you're
that
not
like
allowed to
as
complain.
NASCAR is realizing that the format is cooked, supercars is like, yeah, we're gonna go to this format.
Andrew R says,
Get ready to
PS
learn collusion, buddy.
Yeah. He says, P.S. Will Brown won the championship with 1 race to spare. That's fine. That's normal. It's sensible. He was that good. That is a reasonable reaction to that information. Kyle writes another email. Dude, we're getting a lot of double emailers. Oh no, this is the first Kyle. I'm stupid. Alright, Kyle writes in, let me write in actually the time code where I need to edit that.
I'm gonna go get my blanket.
Actually?
I'm about to
I
fall
gotta
asleep.
see. We gotta get going.
Alright, we're
through this.
getting through these. Kyle writes in, and he says, in my opinion, the sense of speed is something we've been lacking as a sport. The
Yes.
actual speed is what you're lacking.
No, I would say go on.
He says, 1, the actual speed. We need more horsepower. 2, the camera angles. Many of the shots made the cars look faster, and I can't quite put my finger on why. 3, the Gen 4 car looked like a bullet. It was sleek and small. And 4, cars nowadays are planted to the ground. I recently watched a clip of the end of an old Atlanta race from the late 2000s, and it looked extremely fast, and the cars were bouncing around. The clip also showed the actual difference of speed being better since the 07 blew a tire and leaders flew by a ridiculous speed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's because
Another
the
good
lenses were
example
different. Like,
is the Chicago street race. Cars looked better because they bounce and slide around in the bumpy city streets.
I forget who did a thing on this, but it's the same thing as like in iRacing when you crank your FOV to 90 and it just looks like you're flying. It's the same thing where they've just switched lenses to where they're like zoomed in and it just
Dude,
looks like
Fox
they're going slow as
loves
hell.
just zooming all the way in.
But yeah,
Oh.
I would say also blame the tires with how small of a sidewall they have. Because back in the day, where especially with Gen 4, like you were able to slide around with how big that tire wall was. Where now with how thin it is, if you make one slip or anything like that, you're just loose and you're
Yeah.
spinning.
And the
So it
reason
just
it's
forces it to
thin
plant.
is because they have these huge ass brakes, which also makes the racing worse. So
Yep.
I don't know.
They designed
Americans
designed an IMSA car and put it on cup tracks, which again make no sense.
Junior has
That's
it on his podcast where they showed him the car and he's like, "What the hell is this?"
Mark sent us a no subject email with a YouTube link.
At least it's a YouTube link and not
Yeah, he's following
PDF.
the format.
That's true. And it's an unlisted clip entitled What? And it's from our podcast.
Did you just say an
Here in the last like
untitled
2
clip
nights,
titled
me
what?
and DT have been legitimately like fucking on kids.
Oh no.
you might have to delete that from the internet.
Not too late.
You
It's already
might
been
have
clipped.
God damn it. We need new terminology
That's why we choose our words
for
carefully, Caleb.
for
Sometimes you
winning
have to
in
fuck
video
on
games.
kids. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god.
There's a title of the
He just keeps
podcast.
burying
No,
himself.
no.
Yeah, sometimes
I think the
That's gonna
title's
be
already
lost
made.
media.
yeah,
if
we
my-
did already make the podcast.
Yeah, the title's already unanimous.
Mark also watched episode 122, and YouTube gave him an exit survey. It looks like, to which he filled out. The video was 5 stars, and it was life-changing, inspiring, informative, heartwarming, and enjoyable.
It was
Dude,
not
hold-
calming though.
Hold
It was
on,
not
hold
calming
on.
or useful, which is fair.
Yeah.
I have a similar post. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I've got so much spam email. Hold on.
Thanks for the meme, Mark. That was fucking good.
Yeah, you got to blur out the name, but yeah, I have
I'm
the
not
same
blurring
thing.
shit.
No, I'm saying I'm blurring it out, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a shrimp hours with just everything checked.
That was heartwarming.
Gotta have the burner
Uh,
name hidden.
Kyle. Oh, see, there were 2 Kyle emails, but this is the second Kyle email. Kyle says, just an idea I wanted to spitball. Preferred points format, full season, no postseason, 50 points for the leader, 45, 44, 43, 42, 35 points. Bonus points, leading lap, 5 for most led, 5 for fastest, 5 for fastest 4-tire pit stop, which is a slap original apparently.
Oh.
Stage in the middle of the race, no caution, top 10 points, maximum points in a day, 76. Crown Jewel Challenge, if you win 2 of the 5, it's good for $5 million in like 50th points.
Yeah, just bring back the Noble 5.
50-ish points.
Yeah.
This could emphasize dominance, especially at these races, and promote winning these more. Daytona 500, Coke 600, Brickyard 500, Southern 500, Bristol Night Race. This past year,
Powerball
Larson would have
500.
won it. If they truly want a postseason, then make the final 10 races give more points for higher positions. But that's stupid, and I'm not putting it in my thing. But it could be a decent compromise with the evil empire of NASCAR.
The evil
They won't
empire of
do any of
NASCAR
that.
needs to be I can't say that.
Dismantled.
Yeah.
Needs
Dismantled.
to be Googled, monopolized, and split off.
Harley Payne writes in and says, "Hey Shrimps, I have an idea for a way to make everyone happy with a postseason. No, while still using whole season, make the playoffs and the championship race disconnected."
What?
What?
That's what
What do you mean?
What?
What they are.
disconnected?
You know that in-season championship? Imagine that, but with the elimination bracket. Still 36 races, season 1 to what? Races 1 to 36 determine the points, but the playoffs take place in the background. Huh?
Harley, we might need to talk.
Justin Haley could win the playoffs and it would be cool, but have no bearing on the race for the
So
title.
you're saying like if Talladega
Just a
happens and you have a
pain.
1v1, you get involved in the big one and then you're just out for the rest of the season?
He's saying do the in-season championship for the entire season, but not for the championship. It's just a separate thing.
And why do it at all?
Well, that would be 36 divided by 2, so we're short a half season.
Yeah, this would only be 18 races at the most. Harley,
All
you're
right,
gonna
next
have to
email.
elaborate. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think you do have to elaborate.
I think drugs had something to do with that email.
Keegan's 4th email says, the last email I sent before this one I didn't mean to send out. That's my bad. Okay, thanks, Keegan. What?
That's all he said.
Great email. Moving on.
Next
Yeah.
email comes in from Thomas, who says,
DT, stop trying to make sense of these. Go.
just gotta fire him off.
Yeah, just
Listen, we
read,
got
don't think.
Three more. Thomas writes in and says, what's up, Shrimps? This week has been quite peaceful since the Steves aren't around to fuck it up. Except
Based.
for
yeah.
Steve Letarte on Actions Detrimental. This motherfucker must have RFK Jr.'s brain worms to come up with this playoff system. He's not a
Oh,
bad
did he come up with his
commentator, but we
own?
might need to take him out
Yeah, did you
back
not
with a
see it?
45.
No.
He said he wanted, I forget what it was, but it was really dumb. It was like, it was it was instead of having like a set amount of playoff drivers, just every driver that wins is like, they're
Oh,
the
and like
only ones.
win only. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
hearing about
they're
that.
the only ones that get in the playoffs. So you might have
That's a
more
whole
than,
problem, though. That was the whole
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It's like
in
that
other
executive
news-
saying, "Oh, the person that wins the regular season should just move on an extra." Like, no, that's not the problem.
that exacerbates the problem that we have already.
In other news, the Florida Gators finally did something good and beat those bums LSU. My question for this week is, what is your favorite sports moment in the last decade? Mine would be watching my Bucks win the Super Bowl in 2020. Fuck Steve, all of them. Fuck NASCAR. Fuck Caleb for no reason, and watch your fucking hand slap.
What is with all the hostility towards me? I do nothing but love and support all the emailers, tell you to email every week, spread positivity, encouragement, and you always
You have literally done.
You
none
have
of those
literally,
things.
you have
lives.
literally told people to end themselves.
I need someone to make a compilation of every time Caleb has told a viewer to off themselves.
Dude,
Send it to us.
you would have, like, there would not be any more time left in your life. That would be your life's work to compile all the times I've told somebody to kill
Magnum
themselves.
opus.
Well, there's your first one. So
Your swan song is just
Yeah, here's another one for you.
Caleb's.
Kill yourself, whoever the fuck is doing that.
Favorite sports moment last decade?
The
Cavs
pretty
won
much-
the championship.
The Leafs making another first round.
Falcons
That's
NFC
every year.
championship and
What do you
Titans
mean?
AFC championship.
No, the one time
Oh,
we
yeah,
got through the first round.
That is true. I thought you meant getting to the first round.
We thought it was
These are-
finally over, and then we were out in the
Ryan
first round
Blaney
next
Cup
year.
championship win. Hold on, never mind. When he big dicked fucking Kyle Larson in front of Cody, and Cody hung from the
Yeah,
cactus
imagine you
stand.
forgetting that, you idiot. No, that doesn't count because you forgot.
It's because
to
it's
say
a
it, loser.
because we know it's not a real championship. We're not on the 8 straight timeline anymore. It
Hey,
was fraudulent.
I need that clipped. That's not a real championship.
I didn't say that. I said Ryan Blaney is the best NASCAR driver to ever exist on the face of the planet, maybe ever.
The next email comes in
Video
from Mr. Ass, who says, "I try to watch as much racing, as much of the racing in Macau as I could, and I ended up seeing a banger." And sent a link and said, "Just watch until the crazy shit happens." Are we allowed to show this?
It's gonna be like a 20-minute.
Probably not.
Yeah, I was
the
about to
Macau
say,
GT Cup, and what promises
My bad.
to be
You sure it's just us?
Hold on. Well, no, I can't. This is an
We'll watch it
FIA
later.
live stream. If we get banned in India, who cares? I'll blur it if I
Yeah,
have to.
fuck India.
Macau is
I bet
based. I just never watch it because it's
Indian viewers.
Macau.
It's a death trap.
But it is sick.
It
Yeah,
is
they
a
just have
death
this
trap track.
classic death trap, like massive straightaways, tight walls, and they just throw like GT3s and Formula 3s on it.
It's raining too. Jesus.
We just have the deathies where it's like,
The deathies.
which track are drivers just like most likely to die at?
Who's flipping?
Oh, they both fucked it.
Oh,
Idiots.
Cameron fucked it too.
Is that that corner where that F3 driver
Yes.
fucking
Yes.
died?
That's the corner where like everyone.
She's
gets
fine. She's broke her back. She's still racing now.
trouble.
That is the place where they all piled in, like 50 cars just couldn't get through.
There's
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars.
Millions
shout out to
and
Macau.
millions of pounds of damage.
Can we just
$100
take a second
Billion
to
dollars.
like, I forget who it was, but that one F3 driver that literally got airborne, flipped
Sophia
over the
Sophia
fence.
Porsche. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's still
she
going.
hit the thing so hard, and all she did was
That
broke her
killed the
back.
guy
And,
and
for
killed some
reference,
dude.
and killed some dude. And for reference, Eric Jones getting turned at Talladega earlier this spring was the same injury for like a 100 times lesser crash.
Shout out Next Gen. Yeah, they also just
Next Gen?
did take out a photographer in that crash that I can guarantee the government just swept under the rug and just.
Where is Macau?
What photographer?
China.
It's in the same
Downtown
way
China.
that Hong Kong was like a little
Oh,
British
yeah.
trading thing. It was like a Portuguese trading thing that's like kind of a separate thing, but also kind of not, and exists in this weird state where the Europeans try to take advantage of the area. And I think there's a lot of gambling there. I think it ended up becoming like a Las Vegas type thing where they just threw a bunch of casinos. I'm sure a lot of what I said was incorrect. I don't know. Look it up. Last email.
I
Oh my
need
God.
a
Skylar.
slap crazy ass moment.
And Skylar says, "Hey Shrimps, longtime fan of the podcast. I've watched every episode. I'm sorry. And I've been a fan of Cody's and
Except for
DT's
90.
for a while.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Also, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My question is, now that Ryan Preece is on a good team, how do you think he'll do in 2025? From Skylar,
Finish
PS NASCAR
25th every
sucks.
week.
Mid.
It's gonna be mid.
Mid, sadly. I like the
I
dude,
love
but he's just
Ryan
never
Preece.
shown flashes of
He's not
greatness.
good. He like if you're a Ryan Preece fan, find a new driver.
He's like Eric Almirola.
He's gonna win the Nashville Super Speedway race.
Although I
Nothing
hate
else.
No, he's not. No,
Eric
he's not.
Almirola.
No, he's not. Ross Chastain's gonna.
He's
win.
gonna randomly win New Hampshire, and he's just gonna fall off the earth.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Ryan Preece in the RFK 60 with Brad Keselowski dying in turn 4, watching Ryan Preece and Chris Buescher come across the line.
Oh
will
my
win the
God.
Daytona 500.
I just hope Brad's okay.
I just hope Brad's okay. He's got to be, ain't he?
He's all right, isn't he?
Oh no.
Jesus.
When Brad
Just the-
Keselowski is dead next February and Ryan
Just the
Preece has
music.
won the Daytona 500.
Well,
Clip this.
Joey Logano almost took care of that a few years ago.
Caleb, I see you sent 2 videos. We're not going to be watching them because it's been over 2 hours of recording.
Okay, these things happen.
I don't know if it's over 2
Was
hours
a
of
deer
podcast.
crashing
or not,
into a
but
race car going full speed, which was fairly crazy to be fair, but I understand.
That's kind of nuts. Anyway, this was Shrimp Hours 1, 2, 3, titled
Red
Red
Rocket.
Red Rocket Nut of the Year Award.
Nut of the Year award.
Congratulations, Ryan
In parentheses,
Williams.
the Drippies or the
Nah, in parentheses,
just-
nothing. You just
That,
Red
the
Rocket.
Drippies is the overall event,
Yeah.
and then that's
No,
the
that
award
you
for the
you write
winner.
that down in parentheses. Nothing.
No. In parentheses, kill yourself.
There you go. That's the title.
Bye.
Hold on, hit the button quick before you have to do an edit.
Yeah, speaking of kill yourself, Steve Phelps and Steve O'Donnell, get to work, bud.